Alrighty, welcome everybody to Armel, what is this, Saturdays. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody who might be in the stream right now is doing well. I am Harrison, one of the commentators for tonight, joined by Stanley.
Well, I'm Stanley.
We are still getting set up at the moment, but it looks like hopefully we can get things going here. Looks like we are just a minute or two away from the start of this first game. And we're going to have a good one for you. We got an A14 table. We got Aaron E, otherwise going by Blue. I believe that is Bichen W, going by Konamura. Simon H, going by, Alice Daisuke in Japanese, as well as Steve A, going by Zelkin. All very, very good players. Everybody in the A1 League, very strong, so should be an interesting series. And one of the cool things that's going to happen is they're going to play 4 back-to-back, and we're going to cover all of them. So one of the things that hopefully we'll be able to see is some adaptation to the other players on the table. Hopefully we can see players sort of pick up on habits that other people on the table might do, like maybe necessarily pushing a little bit faster, taking reaches on worse weights to scare off the table, things like that, and maybe we can see some counterplay and sort of meta and mind games go on.
Yeah, sounds about right. And these players are not strangers from each other, and especially since this table has, I believe, 2 PML members,
Ooh.
Beachhead and Simon.
Maybe. I am not 100% sure which club that each
Well,
belong to,
yeah, they
but
are. Yeah. Besides Simon from PML, because I'm also from PML, so I kind of recognize these 2 players.
we got the PML gang warming up, and audio is
Yep.
a little buggy right now. Let's see if we can turn that up a little bit quieter. There we go. So, we are underway with the first game. We got Blue starting as dealer. A bit of a slower hand, but shaping up quite nicely. Has some chances for Itsu. Already got the pair suited. And some good little inside weights. We have Simon to the right seat. Got that pair of East, as well as some decent shape kind of going on, but not too scary of a hand. Could be fast. I believe that's Ishan. No, excuse me, Round Shanten on a could be a nasty Shampoo. We got Konamura with very quick hand and picks up the tile. Could see a reach drop on the 6 right now for a Shampoo North 3. Not worth a lot, but
No.
yeah,
Yeah,
ops
it
to
has to
dish it.
be the North drop here for since he dropped the door. He dropped the door early, so most people are probably
No,
already
it's gonna
figured
be
out that he has
scared.
a fast hand.
Yeah.
And considering that most players like know how he plays, it's not surprising that people are probably just already wary. Considering you dropped Chun in the which is the door right now into 2-4, like that's pretty like sauce already.
Yeah, and I mean, with one north already cut too, you always run the risk of the other north being buried in the dead wall, and then it's just a 3 Tonki, and with one cut of those as well, it's not a very good Shampoo. I
Eat.
think you always sort of ditch that. But we're looking at the 3-6 weight
Ooh.
for Simon right now. Not too great, but
Oh,
all the threes are tied up.
that's rough for Aaron because he threw away his Itsu
Yeah,
on
scared of those
accident.
7-5s. I mean, yeah, he threw it away. He could have tried to go for something, but also, I mean, against this reach, you never know. And 9-5 isn't the best of ways. Could still see something similar going on, though. Oh,
Sumo.
Wow,
has to dish the A, and sumo draw.
I'm surprised
Not,
he drew the 8 so there because it's not a very good hand you can really push into.
yeah, I mean, A wasn't too
It
bad.
wasn't that bad though, but coming off with good win. Oh, and what is this start? What the?
Concealed East, but overall, not the best hand. Immediately got to cut 3 or 4 of those honors. just to start playing. And I mean, the concealed Easts are very strong, but ooh, and
Oh.
concealed 6. Okay,
Concealed
okay.
sixes, huh?
Bit of
And he
spice
can,
going on.
and you can just feel free to call now at this rate because
I
double East
mean,
is already pretty good.
he might have to. Konomura's got a very fast hand building up too. Or not Konomura, excuse me, Zalkian. Looks like, I believe, Ryanshanten because of the north drops, but could be looking at a nice Pinfu, maybe even a Tanya with like a 6S pickup. Or could opt to just keep the Dora. Ooh, important
Oh.
decision for Konomura. Opts to keep the chance for an E Peiko. Concealed
Wow.
4s. Wow, and some 8. Okay. Might
Oh,
be a
that's like
Shanpon Suanko
you
way,
call
maybe.
this.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
Nah,
think
you
that's
call
fair.
this.
Now the question is, if
Now
a
he's.
6 comes out, do you call that for the con to try to increase your points?
I think it's possible. It really depends, but
Boom.
that's a fast win.
Oh yeah, but if the 4 comes out first, always got to take that when you get that free 39.
3,900.
Yeah.
Yep.
Easy points like that, you're never going to pass up.
Oh, he starts with 4 Toitsus in this hand. There's a chance that he goes cheat Toit, but knowing Simon, there's a good chance that he might not.
Ooh, but even more than that, we got Konomura
Okay,
with a
this-
scary hand. Oh wait, never mind. East Dora. I mean, Konomura's got a fast hand. He could opt for opts for the Snap West. So looking to play maybe a Honitsu with the Chun as well. Definitely going to be looking out for that call. I guess so is probably going to be the suit, right?
Yeah, it really depends. If he gets the Chun call first, he might just elect to go for the fast win, and fast win into the next round because he doesn't want to. He just wants his dealership soon, and there's not much way you can really increase your value of this hand already because it's already just. It's really hard because you have to push 2 extra tiles instead of just calling for 1 tile and getting to 10 pi or 2 tiles.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens if Konomura draws the white too, because that could lock with blue, which would be disastrous for blue, but great for Kona, as they can rely on the reds as backup without the whites being able to be called.
Yeah, that white is the Haku is gonna stay in the hand for a while at least because it's oh what the 8
8 coming
he
out.
draws the A and he's probably gonna start the 3-pin.
I mean,
maybe?
I think you'd have to unless you opt to kill the whites.
Oh, so he.
I don't know about that.
And it's really fine because it doesn't really change his Shanten.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like you try to. Well, if you're gonna draw like that, then of course you do it.
Each.
Oh, and that's the dealer Ricci. So
Dealer reach on 4-7. Decent little Pinfu there.
probably. Oh wow.
White. Oh, and the white dodged. Uh-oh.
And that's a double. That's a double Haku drop.
Yeah,
sure.
especially if you're already gonna pass the Haku up with
Yeah.
the other drop. You're folding it out at that rate. Same thing you're gonna see from Konomura, except
I mean, yeah, he's closed up shop already.
I mean technically.
He has no Yaku.
No, Konomura's done, but blue could
Yeah,
try to transition this into an open Tanyao. Depending on how many good simples are drawn out, and if they can find something to stick on the 7, it's possible. Ooh.
Oh, he's gonna jump to 5 next, which is very good. This. Oh.
And a lot of very scary drop. I mean, you gotta drop 5 mon,
The 5
right?
is not that bad because it's a.
There's so much around it, and it's what is it? Kabed. It's not quite Kabed, but
It's not Kabe.
I think it's Suji Pi on the 8. Like, there's so much around it that it's super unlikely. And green's completely unchecked. Blue not willing to drop it. Doesn't know that it's safe.
Oh.
Wow.
There's
I
only
mean,
one
you
more-
gotta ditch the 3, right?
Each.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
true.
With 2 Dora.
So he has Ricci double door with Ipeco, which is already 8,000. It's
4-7.
very good.
If somebody drops this, somebody draws this last 4, that could be really scary.
There's only one more 7 pin, and how many are left in the wall for the 4-7 so?
It looks
1, 2,
like
3, 4.
one.
1, 2. So,
Boom.
oh,
Oh, it immediately
not
opts to
they
kill the
thought.
7 with Suji. This one's gonna hurt. Misses the Ura, but still a Mongon. And Kona with
That
a
was rough.
fast snap hand all of a sudden pays the price for it.
That's rough. Well, let's see how he can make do with his dealership, because, you know, it's never over as long as you have your dealership.
Yep, you can always get the points back.
He does elect to cut the one mon, so he's clearly trying to look to build value here instead of go for speed. And he is keeping the Dora in his hand for now, but there's a good chance that it come out eventually.
Yeah, I mean, it's disconnected, and you're always looking to kind of opt towards
Oh,
faster
what
play
the-
for the dealer. That is an interesting drop. I mean, you think you
If
kill
his
8 or
time is
9?
now. Yep.
Yeah, get it out of the way early. Check Simon to see if it's some Jun-chan or Chanta hand.
What?
These
my.
are some draws. I mean,
It's a double 9 drop.
you think so?
Yeah, because if you draw Forza, it's Tanya too.
Oh, that is true. I didn't think about Tanya. I was looking more towards Sanonko or Suonko with the 9 pair too, even though one's already cut. You never know.
Well, he does have Ipeco chance now. If he draws the 3.
That is true. Can ditch a 4 and then ditch an
And if
8.
he gets Ipeco, then he gets Pinfu as well, because he'll elect to drop the 4. And it'll pivot into a Pinfu. The Beach-End special.
It's not a bad hand at all. Especially with dealer. That's some points right there, even without Dora.
Ooh.
Ooh, and waiting on just the red. None on the board
So,
yet, but looks
He's
like a
electing on a tune only now.
Mm-hmm. Last 6 is buried in a hand, so not going to see that come out. And there's the red. Zelkin 6 cents. Oh, and the furry 10. But doesn't matter. A tune doesn't come out with it. Luckily
this
enough.
This is exactly what we're talking about. So he's probably going to discard the 4 pin here.
Yep, 4 is safe. The 8's a little bit. Actually, no. All 9s are out, so the 8's not as scary. 8's fine. So now, perfect and good Ishan with Konomura as dealer, but everybody playing fast. 2-7 wait for blue now. None to be seen yet. Many to be drawn.
Oh,
that red pair is disaster.
That's not coming out anymore.
Disaster. That means that. Geez, Simon's hand is
only
locked.
2 people early in the run, which is roughly the 2 and 7.
Oh, the 7, 8 sticks on the hand though. I can't imagine that's going to toss out.
That's not coming out. Yeah.
And Konomura is still 1 Ishanten, looking for that meaty draw. But that 9 could spell disaster. Looks super dangerous.
Oh, he does not. I'm saying there's a good chance he drops it because 2 6s have been cut. So the only way someone ever wins off of it is
as a concealed 9. Yeah, but I mean, you don't see 2 of them, and like, you figure Simon's going for a Jun-chan. Oh, that 2's bad. Which way do you risk? 2 or 9? Yeah.
Unlucky.
Happens to deal into the Toy Tanya. I mean, I think you think it's just a Tanya, maybe, and you opt to go into that, and if it's Toy, it's Toy, rather than dealing into the Jun-chan with 2+ Dora, you know?
That is true, but... Oh, can we get the... Yeah.
Yeah, give it an update. Sometimes with Tenho, you gotta give it a second, because it likes to freeze up on you if you get it right away, but...
Dealer has a very nice hand right now, because this is very straightforward. You just pitch, and then maybe call once, or maybe call if you draw the 8 for a fast hand.
Can toss out, can go for a quick easy Yakuhai too. They want to get it, can play off the 8 if dropped. Early East call from Konomura, looking to regain some points, steal some dealership from Zelkin, but hand not shaping up quite as fast as they'd want it to.
Ooh. Yeah.
Asakala 7 give another Ukeire tile with a decent weight. White comes out, snap called. Could be waiting on 4-7 Tonki wait.
Home.
Ooh, and all of a sudden, Tenpai for Konomura waiting for that 4-peen. None in the player's hands so far, so still 4 more,
Sumo.
and it's Sumo!
Sumo. That's where we were trying to build up momentum.
I mean, you can't hit it too much with a quick Yakuhai like that. When you're down, that, you know, sometimes you can't do better than that. And Tenho looks like it did that thing I just... Oh, there it goes, just breathing.
There's a strange amount of dealers starting with a pair of East or Alco of East in their hands today.
Sometimes that's how the walls build themselves. Sometimes they like to show the same sort of patterns over and over and over. And also, this is a crazy hand. We got whites, norths, and 2 other pairs for Simon. Zelkin is going to go and try to play Kokushi. We got the concealed Anko of East
wow.
for blue. There's a lot
Simon
going
does
on.
not elect to take the 5-so, which means he's probably trying to pivot into a Toitsu or like triplet sand.
Toitsu could just be a Chitoi too. I believe
that's
that's...
too.
Yeah,
but...
he's Shanten on the Chitoi. 4-3-6.
Oh. I mean, yeah, you
Looks like a full commit for it too. The only way I see this hand switching up is if 9-so is drawn.
Oh, nope. He's in Tenpai now.
Oh,
And
on the
probably
Ipeiko too.
3 Rishi or 6 Rishi? Okay.
Oh, 6 absolutely for the Suji. You have to, right?
I mean, you can knock a Sushi at 2.
I mean, yeah, but it's not quite as safe. And now Blue's got a decision. They gonna push or are they gonna back off? Oh, and does decide to take the aggressive reach for the 2. I can't imagine if you're Konomura though, you're dropping those 2s or the 3s.
No, I think he's closed up shop. There's not much you can do against this. I'm pretty surprised he takes this Riichi, though it is not bad and not bad, but
it's not bad. You're the dealer too. You want to apply some pressure on the board.
You can elect to upgrade your hand here in this situation as well, which is not that, but I think it's fine overall.
Yeah, I mean, there's a 4-drop. 6 is also like the Suji isn't direct, but it's set up pretty well for the 2 as well. If 1 comes out, I think the 2 comes out over the 3, so maybe that's their line of thinking. Decision from Konomura about what to cut. May see an 8. Nah, I guess around Dora you can't really cut that. Could see a 2 or 3 right now. Opts to kill the 7.
He's definitely going 6-8 now. Yeah.
So 2s are all buried up inside. Oh wait, no, there was 1 unaccounted for, and undropped by Simon and miscounted, but it works out.
That's a good win. He does get chased, and that's unlucky, but
happens.
Happens. Oh, he does have. Dealer does have a. Can't look for a 7-8-9 Sunshoker right now, which does. What is the Dora? Huts, and he does have a Dora in his hand. Looks like this Pinfu here. This game is going very fast.
This is a very, very quick first repeat we've seen today, and honestly, not too many points have been changing hands. Konomura ate that Mongon, but besides that, not too many scary hands going around. Nobody's really built too much. Everybody just taking a nice 2 or 3 Han hand at their leisure whenever it appears in front of them.
It does appear that they are playing quite faster than a normal table. Generally, you're trying to build up points because and they're not worth as much. But most of them have just elected to play speed. Mostly because it does happen that usually people at the top are playing faster, so people at the lower can't build up as much value as they would like.
Bishan at a early lead for the league.
Yeah.
Um,
And we do, yeah.
Everybody else
And we
kind of
do have
middle of the
Simon
pack.
at Bishan 10, but Bishan has a very good chance of a comeback hand maybe if he decides to somehow get like Songonku there, which is probably very unlikely. But oh, that's fast Tenpai already.
Tenpai on the 360, pretty decent weight, but looks like two 3-0s and one 6-0 unaccounted for, and the others are going to be stuck in hands. Can't really see too many options for an upgrade on that too.
Ooh.
Sumo.
Oh my, the land of sumos today. Everybody is hitting them.
Yeah.
There
We're
is
gonna finish
not.
by 9 o'clock at this rate.
No, don't worry. There's lots of games to be played. We got 4, so there is much more time. What do we got going on? Simon, slow hand, shaping up. Could be going for like a Pinfu Tanyao. Some options there. Bishan.
I think this is the first hand where there's no Yakuhai callable, so this hand actually will probably be one of our slowest hands yet.
Might see some play, but ooh, Bishan going for a little bit of naughtiness there. Could potentially get a what is it Chunitsu? Is the full flow or Chinitsu? Yes. Could potentially opt for a Chinitsu here. Not too far off. He calls some pawns on 7s and 3s too to get some more melds.
No, I'm definitely this is going to be closed. Unless he gets very close to Tenpai. But it's very rough for him because he still has to drop 4 tiles for Chinitsu. Unless he pairs up a Yakuhai, which makes it that he can go
transfer
faster.
to Honitsu and offer some speed. That is true.
But
I mean, nobody else really has any speed too. Or wait, somebody's ready on 6. Oh, a Damud Tenpai for Simon. Doesn't want to call reach on it. Not feeling confident on the 6S with 1 cut. Probably looking for a Pinfu upgrade on either the 8-so or another 4-so, I would think. Maybe even a Tanyao on a 6-pin.
Though I do think that he probably just doesn't want to reach on this because it's not very good. And there are actually no good upgrades for him because Bishan has just cut the last 8 though. So
yeah.
I won't be surprised if he just reaches this for a Shampon weight.
Shampon on 5-6. We could see it. Could just, opt to Damud again.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, but the thing is, if you always got to remember, if Simon Ricci's there, Bishan's never dropping that, right?
Well, the one thing is that this is because if he does draw the 7,
yep,
he doesn't like to take the Tanya so he can win now.
Yeah, wants the Dama
on it. If he does draw the
reroll.
7 mon, he does be in free 10. So I was pretty surprised that he didn't reach you there.
I mean, but then you get something like this. 3-6. That's pretty decent.
You probably just say Dama for us, or he just goes.
Ipeko on the 3-6, and there's a lot of 6 cuts. Only a madman would reach looking for 6 with all that cut. That's the theory behind it. And I mean, nobody else really has anything they're building up.
Oh.
Nah, that's nothing. No Yaku.
No Yaku.
Aaron
so
just trying to put pressure to challenge.
I think you would cut the 5. Yep.
Yeah, there's so much out. And I mean, if you're Simon, you're trying to play into that. You're trying to bait people into dropping a so because there's so many cut. It looks like a much safer suit than Manzu or Pinzu. Oh, and could see it right there. Only a madman would wait on the last 6, Stanley. And a madman Simon is. Ooh, just
surprised he pushed that. Yes, because the nature of his hand has very low value, so he does push it. And
I think he just thought it was safe. In all honesty, I really think that they said There's 3 cut. There's only 1 left. I happen to draw it, and again,
Whoa.
only a madman would wait on that.
What is this starting hand? This is insane. He already has 6, 7, 8 already half built in his. He already has his Sunshoku half built already.
With a 2, 3, 4 to go with it, so just looking for the pair.
Or I think he's just electing to just go for the fastest route possible. Honestly, at this rate, you do have Dora already.
Zelkeen opting for maybe playing Yakugai. Oh, I mean, you gotta cut the 9 there, yeah. See what comes out of that, and could even go for a double-sided Donkey, ditch the Sanshoku. Another decent option.
I mean, he's just gonna take the fastest tempo he can get right here, but
Yeah.
it would be perfect if he does draw the Sanshoku.
The 7 would be good. Even the 5 into the 7, right? Because then you have a 3-sided Tonki with Sanshoku opportunity. Can't get much better than that with Tanyao too.
And you also can't forget to forget that he can actually build into an Itsu here as well. So he has a very flexible hand, and it all just depends on what he draws right now.
Yeah, I can't imagine that Simon would call into anything too.
Ooh.
If it was
Definitely the 3.
Yep, cut the 3, see what it gives you. I mean, here's the thing: if the 7 mon is drawn, you kind of just let it be, right? If you're
I think you sumo giri this.
You don't think it's a 9? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Keep the 9 because with 7 being Dora, you're just inching closer to being able to take a pair of that.
Each.
Oh, and the reach comes while we were looking at Simon. All of a sudden, Aaron in reach on the 6-9.
I think he will cut the 4.
It's pretty good.
He's probably gonna cut it.
I can't imagine.
If you don't cut it, you probably cut the 8. But yep.
Yeah, you wanna avoid around Dora.
Just because their hand value is just generally very good right here.
Oh, that's disaster. You never want to see that with an 8 out too. Yep. Perfectly baited. Good hand from Aaron. I mean, there you're never guessing. They're waiting on the 9 with an 8 early cut and 1 or 2 of them out.
I think he did know that was a very possible tile to win on.
You think
but
so?
He probably just estimated that his hand was worth pushing, just because he had Richie Pin Fedora.
Yeah, he was dealer too, so you always play a bit more aggressive on that.
And he had a Tanyao chance, which was 12,000 if he won. So it was very good. And the expected value of his opponent's hand wasn't very good. So, and he did guess right, so he only down to a 2,000 point hand, which is not that bad.
Yeah, Simon still almost in the lead for the table, drops slightly below, but I mean, very possible to get back in it. And then, ooh.
Bishan does like to cut the 4-5, which I think is very good, actually.
I mean, opt to get the Honitsu. Opt for the Honitsu chance if you can take it.
Oh, it can also just be an Itsu chance too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh,
I think he'll
just like you imagined. No, could be a Honitsu Itsu. That 6S is going to be hard to come out, but there's also a hanging one in Simon's hand. And, they're going to cut the green first. This is exciting. Oh, and a north, too. Could just Tonki on that. Could even open up for the 8S. Opt to drop the 6 and wait at a north. How many we got? Oh, but never mind. That's for a 10. That's a hard sell.
Call it now and take 10 play.
Oh, yeah. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's always the right play.
And then now he does have his dealer Mongon comeback hand to get into third if he directs the 1. But Sumo would be very good for his points too.
Yeah, you're definitely looking probably to try to rob somebody of it.
Well,
deal directly
knowing
into
this table, the chances that
I don't think 8 is coming out. There's almost no way. Oh, scary. Yeah, no one is dealing that 8.
Hand, unfortunately.
I mean, it adds a Dora. It's.
Is it Honitsu?
It's the Honitsu, Itsu, which is 2 or 3 with the East Dora. So it's the manga. If he finds another 4, snuffed. Snuffed by Simon and crumbling down. Bishan ain't feeling too good. You hate to see it. You definitely want that one. If you're Bishan having that big hand and then all of a sudden black. Gone.
Our dealer here, Zell, has a very good hand too. He unfortunately drops a Yakuhai pair, but it doesn't very. Oh, what the?
You're not dealing too
Oh,
bad.
He's drawing very good round. He also
Hmm.
chooses to cut the south for people who are waiting on the south.
It's fair. Check the board. See if a quick Yakuhai is going to come out. See if you want to try to avoid anybody instead of having to wait on it in later parts of your hand. Can also work in like Tanyao and other things like that.
This is a very insane hand because
Everybody else looks pretty slow, but ooh, Bishen going for some nonsense too.
I mean he kind of has to at this point. He
Yeah.
really only he needs to probably reach. He probably needs to reach his Chinitsu to have a chance.
Even a normal Chinitsu is pretty good. I mean, it's
Well,
a
Chinitsu
league, so
direct.
you don't need to come back all the way, but just mitigating loss is good. You got a couple more weeks to try to come back and mess with it.
Oh, he does hit Tenpai here. I wonder what he takes.
リーチ
Oh,
Opts
he
for the
does reach
pressure
you.
reach on the 5. Interesting. I mean,
There
here's
is
the
the
thing.
5. So Musuchi, but I don't think anyone's gonna deal into
No
it.
one's dropping. I don't think anybody's dropping the 5 unless it's
Well, that's rough.
Simon. There's one more to be seen. I mean, Simon's the only one who I think might drop into it. If you're or not
When you're
Simon,
first place?
Bishen. If you're Simon, you're playing 100% safe. You're never dropping into any of that. Bishen might drop into it.
I
might
think actually
opt
it's a
up
very
for it.
high chance he does not drop into it
You think so?
because he is dealer and this is South 4, so he can just elect to not take his hand.
ロン
Sure.
Oh.
Oh, and disaster!
Oh,
Because the
that-
hand shapes up a little bit. Misread by Simon and just throws it in. No.
wow, I wonder why he drew that. Maybe he
That-
was pushing his cheat toy,
Yeah,
but-
he drew. I mean, he drew the pair, but I guess the 6 checked, and they figured maybe the 5 was good too. I just can't imagine that you risk that though. I think if dealer sumos, you just deal with trying to catch back up next hand, right? You never in that positional play. You're just your number one thing is avoid the dealer, and your number 2 thing is try to end the game. Right.
I mean, there's especially no incentive to push against dealer, who is second place and only a few thousand points behind you.
Yeah.
Even if you just takes Tenpai and takes the first, at least you'll be second and not third at the moment.
Yeah, exactly right.
Our dealer right now also has an insane hand again,
Yeah.
and has the Anko of Haku, and has 1 Dora. So as already,
Doesn't look
yeah,
like he could run it up.
he just probably just run. We'll probably just keep pushing for the points, honestly, for this hand. Oh, and he
I
does
mean,
draw
listen,
another.
when the wall is gonna run you up, you might as well take it, you know? Opts to
Oh.
kill the 9, doesn't want the double inside.
I think he's just trying to secure his pair right now.
That's fair. I mean, there's an argument for that. You could wait on to the Tonki of the Dora, but it is definitely riskier.
There's like a chance he just drops a Dora.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
you've already got the points. It's a quick hand, too. Could even try to reach with a Ramen. A lot of pretty good options within it.
There's also a chance he just drops 2 4-pin to play around the 2 Mondora instead. But it's a very low chance that he actually draws into it, just considering that everyone else. I mean, we know that he doesn't know, but we know that the tiles
a lot
around
of
the
stuff
2
around
Dora right now
it,
are
yeah.
just pretty dead.
And there's and the 2 Dora are actually all tangled up, and I can't imagine anybody's dropping any of them.
So of course he doesn't know that at the moment, but there's a good chance that. I think he just closes up
an
shop here.
Instant on the 7. Oh yeah. You're throwing 3 whites out here every time.
Yep.
100% of the time.
So this will probably just be the last hand of this
リ
game.
ーチ
And
Oh,
Bishen
with
will
double
go for the
reach,
reach.
that'll secure it on double 1-4. But Zelkin drawing some beautiful, beautiful tiles. Steve can't really get better drops than that are going to be safe against both players.
What's Bishen have? Bishen has the Richie Pin Fedora. If he does hit the Ipeco, let's hit the Ipeco direct. Oh, and he hits the Sumo here. He hits rolls Ura. He probably does overcome. Oh,
I
that's unlucky.
mean, almost.
That's not enough, I believe.
No, I think ends just under.
Ah, rough.
Or yeah, 4K. I
Yeah.
mean, you can only do so much there. And if you pass it up, then what else happens? The
I mean,
dealer's
you have to
folding
take
this
it.
out. Yeah.
I'm taking.
The
There are
dealer's gonna
chances.
fold out, so and Euro chance is pretty valid, so
I mean, you have to take the. You have to take it because you do know that's the last hand, and you can't just pass and wait there's for another hand. That's just unfortunate that he doesn't get the one pin sumo because the one pin sumo does knock him up to third place, or one
it's
ura.
the Mangan sumo, so he gets
He gets plus plus
no
it
because that's
goes from
only
13,
13
26 to 2-4 plus the extra points and
no,
the
because it
swing.
was it was a 5 pawn hand, right? So he gets 8k and oh, he would have had to hit the one and then hit Ura as well for the Hanemon.
No, but no, he had enough with the
Mangan
with
sumo?
five.
No, because
Yes,
he was down by 4k. He would have ended up just below. It would have been closer, but he would have still been
52.
just below.
Wait, really? Because there's 52, right? So 52 sumo.
Was it 52?
The points is 52, and the sumo would be 8,000 according to this rule
So
set.
he would have
Which
had
is
3
plus 3,000
more.
points, but you also have to calculate the swing in. So the swing point point
But
of
it was
swing,
only minus another 700 points.
which
So I
is more than
think
enough. I
no,
believe.
it would have been 23-3 for Steve, and it would have been 20. So maybe he would have just overtaken. Maybe it would have been
Like,
23-7.
is it possible to look at that replay just so we can do the math?
I don't know if it is, to be fully honest. Let me get these scores updated.
Actually, I can just look at the game results and just do the math there.
I'm gonna say we're still gonna have another minute before we get the next game going in the series. Looks like they're still starting out. Might have been a short break in between games. Oh, never mind. Looks like this game is going to start in a minute, but we will try to get some stats on that. Let's see, maybe even Edwin or somebody else with Armel posted about it. Doesn't quite look like it, but could be worse. But either way, let's get back because this game is just about to start. Let's see if we can see any of that adaptation. A lot of players playing fast right now, with only really one or two scary hands. People just kind of offering to take what they get. Could see a difference in that play as the night goes on. Maybe games in general slowing down as people want to try to reclaim some of the points lost, or as they get up, opting to play a much safer, methodical game.
I do believe that it really just depends on the first two hands. If the first two hands become big hands, then generally the play of the game does slow down because people will be electing to take more points, and the only people playing fast will be the person with ahead in the points. But if all the points are just roughly the same within 5,000 to 8,000 striking range, hands just tend to be faster. It's just that most of the time you're not even securing. You're not even here to secure first. You're just here to secure a second or a third. As long as you're not securing last, really, is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, and with the Umas too, it's a little different. Like one situation that could have happened last game is 3 players over 30k and then Bishen below that, and that I believe is everybody. I believe it's third is 0, and then fourth fronts all the negative Uma. So things like that definitely change it, but in the long run, those are very small, and I think you're just trying to get just a little bit of positive points and try to not go down too many points too quickly.
Yeah, and just the nature of RML rule set. Umas is actually not that bad in ARML compared to other rule sets like M League or various other leagues where it's more punishing if you're a fourth place. It does feel like in ARML the fourth place. Ooh,
Ooh,
Does he elect to
that's an
take the
interesting
Ron
draw.
Peiko here?
It could be round pick
Oh,
chance. I didn't even think
no, he
about that
doesn't.
with the 5
He
6. I
doesn't. So
mean,
he doesn't take that.
I would have thought you would have killed the ones, honestly. It's a
Really?
bold move. Well, here's the thing, right?
Well,
You
because
can
it's
draw
just
into
Pinfu
double
here.
Ramen.
地
Yeah, instead of
It's
just
just-
Pinfu, you might be able to upgrade to like a round Peiko or something else.
But I think it's valid that he take either decision is okay. But
Yeah, because the
he
7's
doesn't have
hard
to
inside to hit,
push here.
too. Yeah.
He doesn't have to push here since he's dealer, and he just needs to. Oh, what
Come.
the?
A million tiles able to deal in right now. We have 5-8S, and all of a sudden, 7-so, with Aaron opting to con the 5-pin.
Oh.
Oh,
and
when the
nice.
7 comes out, Aaron kinda on it. Oh, and I didn't even
Oh.
see Con into his own. He's a villain. Oh my god, someone stop this man.
I'm surprised he pushed
Get
that.
him out of here. That's crazy. I don't think
I'm surprised he pushed that.
I think there was a 7 that was recently cut. I don't think it was a super put. And I mean, if all the 5s are gone, right? Like, you're not going to expect it to be a 7. You're not going to expect a 7 Tonki. You're expecting, like, a, some sort of Ryanman to go on that if you're cutting
No,
the
he
5, right?
He must have thought that he was not in Tenpai yet because he just cut one pin the turn before, so he probably just thought that he was just Ishanten still.
1
Oh,
Oh,
what
wow. And super quick on
369.
3-6. Yeah, 369 could see an E-Peiko if 3 is dropped too. Probably the second most likely after another 9-pin. Dora, it looks like 1 is stuck in Simon's hand.
Can we
Doesn't
get
know
the
it's safe.
POV
but,
change?
oh, yep. Let's get that switched. So it looks like, yep, Simon has only Dora on the table right now. Looks a little dangerous, but should be fine. And Tenho might be bugging out. Nope, all good. And kind of an interesting hand from Bishen, but not going to go anywhere. Still trying to shape up and play safe against the reach on the board.
Oh, are they sitting the same seat positions but just different wins? Starting win?
Don't believe so. That's also going to be the deal in from Simon.
That's what you
I
should consider, most
believe
likely.
I believe Aaron and Bishen are switched. Or Steve and Simon, depending on how you look at it.
Beachfin does start with a very nice hand, but unfortunately his dealership just got passed.
Oh wow, Aaron with the concealed Anko of tunes too.
And yeah,
Not bad.
Can we get it shifted over to dealer,
And
please?
let's get it changed again. And as far as Dora comes out, we got, looks like all 4 accounted for. Could see some play in Simon's hand. Could also see Blue opt to try to play the North, but it could spell disaster. Simon might opt to hold on to all of them.
Ooh, he does cut the 9 here. So, I mean, there's a very flex play he can do, but most likely he'll just play into Chitoy, which is probably what it's looking like, just considering he has four pairs already. And just so you can use the North much easier. But there's a chance that he does break up his pairs and just go for Pinfu.
Could potentially, the 2 is interesting too. Could try to opt. I mean, that North might not be playing in Aaron's hand. But a quick reach on a 2-5 Pinfu hand for Bishen is going to put all those away. And all of a sudden, a decision to be made from Steve. See the counter reach on the 7 for the double 6 Shanpon. Whoa.
Oh.
Yep, the 1 gets cut there. You got the 2s to block it, even though... And yeah, there's another one on the board, so looking pretty alright. 6s are... We got 3 unaccounted for, and 2-5 looks like... What is that? 3 5s and 1 2 missing in the wall?
Oh.
The 3 comes up. Could see a white or a north. Opts to break the 8.
Wow. I'm surprised Aaron didn't decide to push his Chanta hand there.
I just feel like it's hard, especially when you
Well,
have
I
a
mean,
north in your hand. I mean, I guess
the
it
north
came
was
out
already
safe.
cut, though.
Yeah.
The north was cut though, so.
I mean, I think the problem is that like then you have to draw the white too, and you're assuming other people are waiting on it, maybe, or at least one of the two. It just seems a bit weird. And the Chanta's
Or-
like not that good as well without
Oh.
Dora. It's a low value hand for how hard it is.
I mean, he would see Sean 10 if he does cut the
Yeah, but
north at first, and it was safe, so you could just play around it first. But he decides to just perma close up shop, and oh,
I'm gonna close it.
what
I'm gonna
the?
try for it.
Uh,
And ooh, Simon
Simon.
got something building.
Yeah, he probably has a very high chance to get a close 20 here.
There's a pretty decent chance. Might even opt to try to take in some east if drawn. Looks like 2 out of 4 are accounted for. And
Oh,
Simon
what
now
the-
knows that too. Let's get a perspective change 2 onto Art Dealer.
Wait, Simon he has a chance to get like Sung Anko or something.
Asan Anko
Just-
Honitsu has a lot more mileage than just a Honitsu.
Or he can just decide to open up and just go and just call.
Toy
too,
Toy
as well.
Honitsu will get him to the Mongon as well. Not a bad decision. Could see a snap call on the 8 or the 1 peen. Neither to be seen on the board yet, Mayim, and none in hands. Or 1 8 peen stuck in the hand. But the 2
Watch
other
this
1 peens unaccounted.
I think you can get Suanko, honestly, at this rate.
Yeah, no one else is doing a whole lot. It's very, very possible.
Ooh, one of his 1 pins are now gone.
Yeah, that's going to be
And-
tied up. Not going to see that out. And a Tenpai on the
Ooh.
6, Dama E
Wait.
Peiko. Very interesting. I mean, with a hand
Very-
like that, I think you gotta Dama. Like, giving that away is just killing the hand.
Oh my.
Ooh, this is scary.
It's Suanko Ishanten.
That is Suanko Ishanten.
But there's
Doesn't
a very
know
high
if this
chance he
is
just calls
dealing.
here the moment he sees.
Oh,
One of them.
I think you snap the 2, 1, or 8. Absolutely, I think that is a
Oh,
right
he might
play.
cheat here. Oh, he doesn't cheat
Nah,
here.
that cheat's so clunky. What do you even do with that? Drop the 7 and go for second 3?
Because cheating there is actually not that bad, because when you cheat on the 3, the people generally think you don't need it, so.
I get
there's just
another
high
3
chance
out
that-
right away.
Yeah, he gets another 3 out. And it's just generally how it goes.
And, ooh, Bishen opting to kill the Ipeiko and instead transfer to a Pinfu and is going to
No.
deal in.
Donovan Fu. The Bichen special.
Hey, that's fair. If it passes up deal and you're, still up in one of the leaders, Dama Pinfu, not a bad hand. If you don't need the points that bad and you're just trying to advance the game, Dama Pinfu is your best friend.
Well, Donovan Fu is not very bad considering his points. He's second place right now. He still has a dealership left.
Oh yeah,
So there's
definitely
actually no
not too
need
mad
to
about that.
definitely reach you that.
Try to get Aaron's
But-
dealer off too, so that way they don't snowball and get super far ahead.
Yeah, because Aaron was building up for a very good hand, like at least a decent hand, which was at least reaching Pinfu. Oh my!
A lot of interesting points on the board. Oh, and the 3, that could be a reach. Could take the Champon.
I don't think so, but
Yeet.
there's a chance he does.
Off for the
Oh.
Champon, and that's going to be a 7 drop on the 3-8. Not too bad, very quick. The 8's hard because it's around Dora, but the 3
Yeah, that's why I
could
thought
see
he
a bit
wasn't
easier.
gonna elect to take. Oh, he might.
Oh,
with the
3
pots
might go
here.
out. Yeah.
There's a very
Simon
high
might
chance
not
that there's
even
no
see it.
information at all, and it's as close as you can get.
Oh.
Oh, and
Ah, doesn't opt for the safe 9. That E-Pots is big too with an Ura hit. Still 3 Han. That Ura hit would have been even worse. Another 3k points down the drain.
that's why you reach here early.
Yeah, with an early reach, you never know. I mean, the theory is that it could be any amount of things, so you might as well just not play for it for a couple of turns.
So I see. I think there's very good. I think the decision was fine overall, just because it's very early. There's no information.
There's
And
no
what- generally
info,
what
and
that
you can
happens,
still
you're
play
just
the
pushing.
hand. You're a dealer too, yeah,
Pwn.
so
Oh, that's a pawn.
snap pawn call.
And
Look at
he's probably-
Ishanten.
Chun Itsu, Dora, probably.
Probably hoping for. You think the
Or
Itsu's
if he
coming
draws
out?
around the 6, then he just plays around the 5 as well. That's Itsu.
Oh, yep.
Just like oh, that's not coming
Oh,
out.
that's an Ongo 5's no shot. Yeah, 7 comes out
Oh,
much quicker than that.
Beach Hen will need to sumo this 5 pin. Because there is no
Yeah,
way
I
it's coming
mean,
out of anyone's hand.
here's the thing. Yep, could see a situation like that. Opt for the Pinfu, and that is exactly what we'll
Up for
see.
2.
1
Any 2
So
that
the 5
comes
pin is
out, we'll
definitely
get it.
not coming out. 2 pin has 2 left in the wall.
2 left on the wall. Not exactly looking like dealings, too. We got the 9 as well for the Dora, so not too bad of a hand for Bishan. Could see Aaron back off. Couple scary tiles in the hand. Will need to drop terminals in order to play an open Tanyo.
And Zell will probably. Ooh. I
Now
think you should
here's the situation. I mean, I think you have to at this point. You don't like it. That's why I was saying maybe keep the 6 and maybe ditch the 3. Hope to draw another 9 later. And then take like a Shampoo.
Zell does elect to not take his Sula and instead. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Good point. Good sumo.
I mean, I guess if you draw another 4 or 1-2, you can add. Or no, it wouldn't be Peko because you open up for the tune. So, I mean, either way, it works.
Well, Zell does take. So at first, what he did is he decides to lower his hand value for generally a more wider Ishan 10 look
Home.
or
Yeah.
Ranshan 10 look. So he was currently Ranshan 10 and he was looking for a better Ishan 10. And so what he does is that he discards the 9 and doesn't look for the Itsu, but instead he opens up for Tanya instead, which doesn't only lowers his hand value by 1 roughly, but it does make his hand a much better look. And that's very common for like a lot of players who decide to go for speed over value. And I think it's just the hand. Oh, what the? He probably just will discard 4 or so. But just continuing on what I'm trying to say is
try to get the 3-sided out of that.
Generally, this game is going very quickly, more quickly than most games I've generally played with these people as well. It's very surprising. That
Everybody's playing really fast tonight.
really fast.
Taking small.
Like, I haven't seen this fast play, like even in my Marshall games.
I mean, sometimes, you know, it depends on what you're feeling for the night. It depends on what you want to do with the other players on the table. Like, if you're going to see everybody playing super fast, bad hands, then you either got to pray that you're the one who hits the Hanemon on it to win the table, or you're going to adapt to the table, play a little bit faster, and try to sort of rat race these small hands in order to come out as first when South 4 ends. And sometimes you might opt to play that game, sometimes you might opt to ditch it.
Wow.
And doesn't want to take the Ranmen on 6-9, which is
I'd like to take the Ranmen.
Bit weird. I'm not quite sure about that decision.
Yeah, that's very confusing.
Oh, 8 Stora, never mind. That makes sense.
Huh?
With the 7 cut too, it makes 8 look safer. So that
if maybe because he's trying to win on the 8, but I don't think that's very.
I mean, I think
you
it's
need
worth.
to when you're first place. Oh, and he's dealing in.
And the deal into the 3-sided.
That's very
Rich
weird
Pinfu.
because-
Oh my goodness, that row was crazy.
He did go. Oh, what the?
A lot going on in this hand.
And he probably is just gonna play for whatever he gets, but there's a good chance it just evolves into Chi Toy.
Yeah, there's a lot of different
Oh,
play.
I
That
don't think he'll
8
go-
could help shape up.
It depends now. If he draws a 3, he might just go for.
If you hit a 1 or one of the 2s as well, then you pretty much just set yourself up for Ryanmen into a Shanpon wait, which isn't too bad. You're the dealer, and I mean, all the Shanpon options are pretty decent. Although with that 2 out, it's a bit harder.
I don't think you actually ever take Shampoos there. I think you just drop
so?
one of the pairs. So like, yeah, he's probably just gonna drop 7, but then he's not gonna go Chi Toy ever. But he's probably gonna just drop.
No, he's not gonna drop Chi Toy.
He's probably gonna drop. Oh my, the 2, yeah. Yeah, I'll say he's gonna drop the 1-2 pin, And then, oh, what the?
And I mean, you're probably
One.
gonna reach for the.
Yep.
Really, you take that instead of dropping the 2 and trying to go for the last one or one of the 2 so's.
Well, it's because in Bishan's view, there's
Aw,
actually
that would have been E-Pots, dude.
that's
No.
unlucky. But in his chances, it's actually
Yeet.
not that bad because he had 3 pins. There's 4 3 pins technically in his
Yeah,
eyes.
it's one more
Well,
tile, so
there's only 3 tiles left of his Shampoo. So it's just math.
that's one.
Really.
Yeah, but if the 1 comes out, then someone's probably gonna drop it, right? That's the theory. With all
Well.
these 2 cuts, the 1's much less likely, especially when you cut 2 of the 2s.
相撲
Doesn't matter though. Sumo gonna come out on the Pinfu. Wait, is that not Pinfu? Oh no, excuse me.
That's not Pinsu.
I missed the Anko 4s. We got West. Some interesting hands right now going around the board. Looks like pretty standard. Already an Anko for Steve, but a snap call from Bishan. 1 Dora in hand, and some Mon and some interesting shape. Could see maybe a little bit of toy action. Probably not Onitsu with those snap ones, but you never know. We got a possible Yaku Hive for Aaron. Simon got a pair of the Dora, which is also Yaku Hive for just them. Could see a West come out and could be disastrous.
Wow.
If that is going to be the way, very possible.
I'm surprised Zell cut the 3 pin there, because yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Because if he cuts the 3 pin, he doesn't have the two like the 3, 4, 5,
I feel
6,
like you
7.
always
Oh, and
cut the
like
1
that
Mon
too.
there, right?
No, actually, I was surprised that he just didn't cut the 7 Mon there.
Think so? Commit to it being the pair?
It looked like a pin food or like ramen type hand because just generally of how his hand looks. But I mean, since he's committed, you just definitely play for what you have. But generally in this type of hand, you would like to spread out a bit more, or make it so you have a more tiles that are easy to accept.
Oh,
and that's a tempai for
7 might come out too
Toy
from
Toy.
2 players.
Is he
Toy Dora 2.
Dora 3. Or,
I
Dora
can't
2 or
imagine Dora 3 is happening. I don't see a
that's
world
never
where Simon
happening,
deals in. Yeah. Or at least where Simon throws one of the Wests they have. I don't think there's any chance.
Pair, so it's never coming
It's
out.
not. It's not. It's not the. It's not the Pinfu. They're West Seat.
Oh, it
But
doesn't really matter because you're still gonna reach either way.
Oh yeah. With the double Dora, easy. Oh, 5 Mon. Interesting.
Here.
Yeah, with somebody just dropping it, you definitely want to just play the safe tile down.
Well, it's just simply because if he draws a 5, he puts himself into free 10. Unless he just draws another one.
The double 5 if the 3 would have came out. Things could have gotten interesting. You never know that though. Oh no!
Eat.
Yep, and the 7 goes out, and that's the deal, and that's gonna hurt. Unfortunate for Steve. Oh, I didn't even think about the Yagai. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed Mongon. Bishan feeling a little bit better. Steve feeling a lot worse. Especially when you're throwing that out for reach to try to slingshot back to some points a little bit. Try to become one of the front runners again. Never what you want to see. And
that was a good hint when that does boost Bishan up to first place.
And Tenho is going to do the thing where it freezes just because it wants to be mean. So we're going to get a quick reload.
You might want to hide your ID. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, you're on a replay anyways. Yeah. I was
going to say, yeah, we're good. We're good. We're airtight. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're airtight. We're good. Sure. Ooh, and I am in the wrong seat with reload. But very quick. Concealed Yakuhai could come out from Simon.
So Aaron is going to just push.
Oh yeah, with a hand like this, it's pretty close. All your weights are looking kind of decent. Could opt to drop Dora. Opts to get it away. Take one of
I
those
mean, there's
drown
no
mins.
real value in keeping the Dora, honestly, at this rate, because you're. I mean, you could, but generally you just draw the 9. So, but I think he's electing to throw it away. So, lucky.
Ah, lucky. No.
Well, Beecher just gets 10 power of Chi Toy again.
Yeah, not too bad. 7 bit hard, but always the option to trade that out for a different one.
Now, I was surprised that he discarded the 4-pin, but the reasoning behind that is probably he just wanted to play for a more safe tile. It does backfire, unfortunately.
Yeah, try to
But it
throw it
doesn't.
out earlier rather than later. Might as well throw it out when it's probably not going to deal in instead of throwing it out when it might.
Well, it's because Bichen well, I don't think he's. People think that he's going. Actually, people probably think he's on Cheetoy actually,
地
because of how the way
For
he's throwing.
Bishan
It's a
or Simon?
regular drones. Bichen, because Bichen, if you look at his discards,
Yeah,
he hasn't thrown a single Yaku High actually
they're
at
very
all this
erratic.
game. So, when you see someone discarding sort of like that, it's pretty generally obvious that they're on Cheetoy, or just a similar like in Japanese they call it like a weird hand. They literally
Yeah,
call it a weird hand because it's hard to read, and generally it's just you're on Cheetoy or
it's very
you're on
unusual
some
with the
Yakumon type hand. But
yeah with the 3 dropped immediately, but a lot of terminals mixed in and some like weird pairs dropped and snap Sumagiri like 5s and 6s. It is very odd.
well, just generally because you would always discard the 1 Mon before you drop the 3-pin. So it's
Yeah.
just people are obviously very wary, and it does look, and there's a good chance that Aaron actually doesn't get Tenpai here and the game just ends, just because of like how the game is playing out.
Yeah, it's very possible.
No.
Need
And that's
773.
a win.
Oh, yep. And the change up. Bijan gonna secure that easy first with Steve front in the brunt off of that one Ricci. We're gonna go back to standings. So let's get some of these updated while we see how our next game's going. So overall, I'm seeing a lot of the same stuff that game, except I think there was a bit more dominating. It seems like players were definitely more wary to take those snap Rishis that weren't quite on as good of weights.
And if you're thinking about it like that, then generally because value is very hard to build with Akanashi,
Hmm.
generally you'll just take early reaches because you want to stop other people from pushing. Because if you only have 1,000 points per se, you don't know how much the enemy or like the person reaching has. I mean, they at least have most likely Rishi Penfu like minimum. Like when you see a Rishi, like obviously you don't know, but they have an estimated like, high value because you don't know unless you see all where all the Dora is.
Then you
Then
never know what they could have. Like you're able
it just
to rule
happens.
out some Yakuman, but I mean they're anywhere from a Hanemon to like 3 Han.
It does happen that most of the time when someone reaches and they're pushing, they at least have a 3 Han hand, which justifies at least some of the reason why they're pushing this. Most of the time they should be folding, but there a lot of people are actually playing very aggressively, and I can't tell what their reasoning behind of it sometimes. I do believe that most of the time they're just thinking that, or they're probably just guesstimating inside that it's probably not worth too much. And for a few of them, it actually was not worth very much. But and some other times it's just there's no information to bail. And when there's no information to bail, your best option is really just to keep pushing. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So even if they had 1 safe tile, if you only have 1 safe tile, it's not actually very good to just bail it and just ruin your hand shape. Because if you just bail that 1 safe tile, then you're just out of safe tiles for the rest of the game, and are you just gonna keep trying to like bail just based on what they're discarding? It's not a very good strategy. And it does happen that there's just a lot of early reaches with like really disgusting no information,
Hmm.
where they're they really can't produce much.
No, you can't guess
Like
what is meant to
yeah,
be
there's not
avoided and
much
what's safe in that
you can
situation.
discard. So
Yeah.
that's why there just happens to be a lot of deal-ins to this past 2 games. And yeah, I just think the pace of the game is going very quickly, very uncharacteristic, like especially of like B Chen and Aaron. Actually, I believe those 2 players play very slow, like generally more slower. And Zell does play quick, and Simon also does play quick. At least in my past experiences playing like against them.
Mm-hmm.
So but I thought the pace of the game would be way slower than it currently is.
And we'll see. Again, I feel like that game was a little bit slower than the first. People were getting fast hands that were worth more, so I feel like it was fast in that sense. But in general, I feel like everybody wasn't quite forcing quick sheep hands as much as the first game. But we'll see. We got 2 more games coming up in a couple of minutes. Looks like they took a short break, so in about 2 or 3 minutes, we are going to get the third game started, and then the fourth should be shortly after that. So we're going to take one quick little break, and we will be back in a minute. One. Alrighty, and we are back. The game is starting in just a second in here. We got game 3 of the A1 League, Table 4. So what have you been seeing from the players tonight, Stanley? What have you been liking? What have you been thinking? Might be time to employ some different strategy or switch up.
Well, I do think that they should slow down their gameplay a bit more, and I think that this last game especially, it's because someone did win the first Hanemon of tonight, like just one Hanemon so far. But generally, when one person wins a big hand, the gameplay did slow down a bit more because people were trying to catch up to the big gameplay to the big hands. But it didn't slow down as much, and that might just because there's more aggressive players on our table, and we are starting the second game, so it
Or we're
starts
in
with
the third game now of the
third
4.
game, yes. And
It looks like Bishan, I believe, has been, or Bishan was down in the first, but was able to regain it back. I think
in the
Simon's
second,
tonight's biggest loser with points so far. Not doing well in last game, and in the first, I think slipping away and going from first to third.
Oh my.
Ooh, and a
Wow,
very nutty draw for an Ishan 10. Looks like Pinfu, possibly a reach for the dealer. Could even work in a Dora, maybe even two, depending on how the hand
Oh
goes.
my. That Honisu is looking very dirty right now. Because
Oh, yeah,
he
and
is, believe, 2 Shanten, but it's very.
comps to cut the east, that's one's cut. I think there's an argument that maybe the one pin was right there too. Try to alleviate people off the Honitsu. But then again, if you're going to draw the two like that, then you definitely should keep it.
I mean, he also has Honitsu. He has Honitsu Itsu Chun right here.
Oh, wow, yeah. With
And
that,
Dama,
you
which
are
is he has a
right.
Dama Hanemon right now. If he does get the Tenpai.
Jeez, yeah, if he hits, what's the perfect draw? Well,
It just actually he can draw a 4 or 7 pin here. Or get if he
yeah,
gets 3
4
pin,
or
then
7. That'll
3
do
pin
it.
would probably be the most ideal, so he could go super
So
wide.
convince the E2.
So,
Wait, how wide is
just for
that? You
Dama.
draw... No, because you have to drop 4 or 7, and then...
No.
Oh, 3 was
Or he
straight
can
up
just win
Tenpai.
here.
Yeah, take the quick
We were
Dama
just looking at the
Mongon.
upgrade, but I guess he can just decide to win right here too for your Dama Mongon. Nice.
I mean, with how quick that is, setting the tone for the second game, that the wall is in your favor, that's not necessarily a wrong move.
I mean, you always take those because just the hand is too good to pass up. And our dealer is just starting with another Onko of Yakuhai again. I don't know how this keep happening tonight.
This time with
Yeah.
3s in tow, though. Not too bad. One more pair
Oh.
could spell some good things. Oh, wow, and double Yakuhai. A really good... Wow, what a good toy start for Simon. Oh, with the North
Oh my.
concealed. Could see a con, too. That could be devastating depending on what... I mean, if somebody drops the North,
There's a
could
good
try to
chance
bait.
There's a good chance the con doesn't come out if he doesn't get a second call in first. But if he does get the second call in, it definitely will be a con.
No, I think
Considering
it's
how he's
almost...
playing.
I think it's almost the other way around. Try to see what comes up. Think about the
Well,
con.
It makes other players too wary about what your hand is, and it does also give people confirmation of basically what your hand is looking like.
Well, that's why I was thinking.
Yeah.
If you con the North
Ooh.
before making another call, then it looks like you're just running like a whatever hand, right? You could fake like a really quick, easy one.
Well, it's actually not really like that because,
Really?
or for some players, because
Mm-hmm.
some people will interpret that as a
Oh, this
like,
could be the
you,
tail end
you
right
usually
here.
never reveal your North because people will think it's like Yakuhai only.
Mm.
But so if you con it, it shows that you're not only on a North only type of situation, and we are on.
Oh, I see. So when the fact that you're willing to show it shows that something else is amiss.
It means you probably have another Yakuhai, so it's just not North. I mean, there is chances that it does happen, and you're just grief.
Oh, that 3 is gonna do it. Yeah,
Don't.
that always comes out.
That's rough.
I mean, it's only... Oh, I didn't even
It's,
see the Dora 4 on the 7.
Yeah, that's what I said. I like ooh. But you definitely have to punch those.
Oh, yeah, you throw that out. And it's just not fun. That's not what you want to see.
Or, I mean, there is a way you do bail it, but if you bail it, you are actually out of tiles.
Yeah.
I guess you can bail the Norths and you bail 3 Norths, but it's just very rough, honestly, at that situation
not
when you're
a good
committed.
feeling, yeah. You just kind of hope the 3 passes. Eesh, and Simon going down again. Not their night, seemingly tonight. Opting to find out what was in the other player's hand and it not going well. What do we got? We got closed Anko of the 9s, but still needing some shape for Bishan. Aaron's hand coming along. Is that Ishan? I believe. Yeah.
For Zell?
For Aaron. Looks like Ishan on 6, 7, or 1S. As
Yeah,
well
he has-
as 5. Never mind. 5, 6, 7, 8.
He has a very wide Ishanten. He has
Yeah.
most preferably he draws a 5 or 8 mon here.
Oh, for the
Keiko.
Pinfu, absolutely. That is the golden one.
But Oh wow.
Opts to keep the green.
I'm surprised he
Interesting.
doesn't. I guess it's because he's first place, but there's a world where you drop the Hatsu to widen up for the Itsu luck.
Yeah, I mean,
It
I think it
doesn't.
never hurts to go
It
on
usually never. I guess you
Each.
on
reach
1-6.
there.
That's pretty good. There's no ones out. There's a lot of blockers for the one. It's Suji.
Well, it's also very good Suji because generally you're more worried about other Sujis, but this one is a
No,
Champ
with the
only
terminal.
Suji.
Yeah.
But
Oh, and the counter reach coming out for
for
just
a
7 mon.
7,
Oh,
so
that's
that's a
terrible.
10-7.
They're tied.
10-7, and it's never coming out. So it's 0 versus
0 versus. No, yeah,
Oh.
that could come out right there
Coming
too.
out.
Because
Yeah,
again,
that's
it's
coming out.
Suji. It looks fine,
and
but not
yeah,
worth
Aaron's
anything.
perfectly
So.
fine with the 1300 points. It's just very little, but he doesn't even care honestly at this moment because he just wants to get the game moving.
Oh yeah, just advance the game, widen your lead bit by bit, but just focus on keeping this first solid and making everybody race each other instead of try to slingshot up to you. Absolutely, that is the way to go right now.
Home.
So personally, what I think is going to happen is generally right now, Aaron's going to be playing fast, and other players might play fast, just so they can secure a second or third, or they just might be playing slower, overall, just so they can just build and catch up.
Bigger,
But generally, I
bigger.
believe
Yeah.
it's going to be the former, where
You think
players are
so?
just going to speed up, like because the dealer is currently way ahead of everyone else, but second to fourth is just like 9,000.
All
or
pretty
roughly
close, yeah.
8,000 points.
Within
But
Mongon.
everyone's just absurdly close from each other still.
I mean,
So they're probably just gonna be playing their fast hand. Oh, and that's a Tenpai from our dealer again.
Tenpai, not
ruined
great,
the
but
hopes and
upgrades.
I mean, obviously you take the 8 mon here as well, because if you draw into Dora, the 3 mon, you can go into Dora away as well.
Not a decent round, man. I mean, I think what happens is, I think optimally, what you do is, if you're Aaron, you play normal, probably play faster to try to persuade other players to just take a
Eat.
fast bad hand, and everybody else plays slow to try to get a good building block hand to slingshot up, and then once Aaron is done with dealership, then switch over to some fast play and play the board much more aggressively. But I mean, in East rounds, when you're this far behind, you don't really care about a small hand, even though it gets you close to the others. I think you still risk it and try to build a bigger hand.
Well, at least here, I believe Aaron's probably just gonna bail soon. I bet he's bailing off this towers, but
Yeah, with the 4-6, it adds up.
I mean,
Didn't
Aaron has
see
no
the
reason to
6 out.
push at all just because he's first place, and he just needs to sit there and just take his free first place for the rest of the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow! Oh,
The 2 could be disaster, not looking
I mean,
good.
there's
Eight to
no
come out?
world he ever does that.
The 2? On Suji?
The two, no.
Oh, it's
not
Dora,
against-
my bad.
It's not
Excuse me,
Dora,
yeah,
it's Dora,
it's
so it's
Dora, so
never-
it's not coming out. Yeah, you're right.
And just the way you
Sumo.
see.
Oh!
That's gonna Watch you just flip to
Theme
her
of
here.
tonight, Steve said we draw those. And the greasy little Hanemon with that sumo
Oh, I
will
guess this
secure.
the game is gonna be extremely fast now.
Oh yeah, very fast
there's
back
a
and
good
forth.
chance that
Could slow down actually.
Aaron slows down. Aaron might slow down here, or Zell might slow down here to try to build up extra points to build a lead.
No,
But,
exactly.
we are on. Oh, what the?
That is a crazy hand. Oh my god.
E-
2-5 is a Shampon on East White. Yakuhai Reach. That's gross. That's
Oh, wow.
disgusting. I've never seen
Aaron
that before.
draws Dora.
That's just.
Oh,
What
the-
do you. What?
You
what
probably
is-
drop 7-9 here, actually. If
Oh,
you're a
absolutely.
gamer,
No, yeah. You drop 7. No, I agree with you. 7-9's the swag. It reduces
if
your
you're a
hand
gamer, you
speed.
drop 7-9.
No,
but
it reduces
that-
your
the
hand
six-
speed, but that's
the
a
six,
swag
though,
move.
It's definitely the right play. But if you're a gamer, you definitely. do
Oh
six.
no, I'm
You
with
go
you too,
7-9
all
for-
the way. No, you got the con of the 8s, you got the double Yakuai. You absolutely start doing some heinous stuff.
I mean, you definitely don't throw away your Shanten right now for sure. But
No, it's too good,
Home.
especially when it's such a close race for third. and the
Zell
moments.
does. It's going for Honitsu, but his hand probably should slow down a lot because he has actually no way of using that 9, and his 7s will
Oh,
be
the
blocked on
one
the 8
comes
side.
out. Oh my goodness, this is a weird one.
I believe he's in Tenpai, correct?
No.
Yeah.
Wait,
Zell's
is
on
it?
Tenpai on the 5.
Oh my
yeah.
god, and it comes right out. That's crazy. I thought I was looking for South. I was thinking that
No.
South
he
come
doesn't.
out or another Monzu.
Dama Honitsu.
But
again.
wow, what
The
a
second Dama Honitsu today in one game.
that's meaty. That's good points. That's enough to build a 5K lead on second.
And I was about to say his Honitsu is very hard to build off, but
Uh-oh.
did he DC?
Could be a DC, not looking good.
I believe now they're just gonna run the timer on purpose.
Yeah,
Just so-
I believe give him
Just
a
to
chance to
get
come back.
him back in. But
Nope, there he goes.
yeah, he's
All good.
back. Nice.
Nope, hopefully. Yep, there we go.
I guess the game thought he was cheating. They needed to boom out.
Yeah, they said, hold on, you don't get to do that. So this hand's a little too convenient for you. A little too convenient. The Tenpai tile comes out right after.
Unfortunately, he does discard the 4-pin on his DC tile. So that does make his hand a bit slower because he can't play around. It's harder for him to play around the 4-5.
It happens, but there's still some options. And I mean, really, it's a slow hand anyway. And with somebody already opening up, I think you're just opting more to try to make this a safe folding hand.
I think he's probably just gonna go Chito into a bail. I mean,
Yeah. Checks Dora, nothing out. 3 Doras, or no, never mind.
Two are
yeah,
out.
I missed Bishen's drop earlier, so Dora not looking too good.
my.
Ooh, waiting on
Nice.
7, not the best, but not the worst.
He is
2
on
entangled though.
26.
Oh, you gotta switch this to 4-8, right? Actually,
No.
with 1 4
No.
cut. 8 Suji.
Mm,
8 Suji.
well, that's assuming people are bailing against you. But now he
Oh,
does have
that's.
only-
Oh no, that sucks. That's so rough.
I do believe he's just trying to build a better hand. But
Yeah,
I don't
you could see
understand
maybe
how he's
some.
really going to build a better hand here. Unless he redraws the 5 and goes for 3-6. But I really
Is it?
don't understand why he did that. But yeah, I guess he just got to redraw the 5 and
Oh, the.
over.
Okay, the 4. Hey, you hit those sometimes, you know.
He does
Except
get the better
3-6
way.
is a better
Um,
way. Not looking too much better. I mean, 5 tiles versus 4, or I guess 8
It was 4.
tiles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's
Yeah,
4 on
that's a good
7.
go.
Now it's 5 left, and
Boom.
that's his win. So overall, it didn't change too much. He just won this 26.
Not too bad. Double Yakuhai further cements your 3rd placing. Can't hit it too much. And another extremely quick game. Already in South 3.
And Bishan's 4-1. Maybe he goes 4-1 again.
It's possible. This is not looking
his
good for
hand is not looking
Bishan.
very good.
Yeah,
His hand
very
is not very
weak
good.
dealer hand. Absolutely no speed or
There's a good
value
chance
to
that
it
he
at
just
this point.
closes up shop here and just plays for South 4. Because there's not a very good chance that you actually ever push.
Hey, the
and not do
Nagashi
anything.
Mangon is real. Remember that.
Nagashi Mongon's turned off. I believe.
Oh, is the Nagashi Mangon turned off?
Yes.
I'm not
Nagashi
hip to
Mongon's
some
a
of the...
rule. Meme rule set.
I mean, it kind of... But I feel like if you're going to get Nagashi Mangon, it's fair. It's not easy. It's not like a freebie thing.
Boom.
It is
I
kind
mean,
of... It is kind of
because
a
it's
meme, though.
Nagashi if it was turned on.
Well, yeah, that goes anyway. Yes, Bishan doesn't know either. That's why all of a sudden through the ad, he said, "Oh, my Nagashi's gone. I can drop simples now." And what looks like a open Sanshoku for
Gee.
Simon, trying to build something fast, put some pressure.
Well, Bishan's hand is actually not as bad as you
Oh
think
wow,
it is.
Tenpai, yeah,
Oh,
really quick. I completely missed that.
he
So
didn't take a senpai.
no, no, or not Bishan, excuse me. Simon.
Oh yeah,
Simon's
on
hand on
3.
Tenpai. Yep, just on 3
Well, that
mon.
one's actually not coming out. Well, out of 2 people's hands.
There's still 1-3 left to be seen, and a 4. Is that 4-7?
Oh,
Yeah, 4-7
Bishan's catching
Champon.
up very quickly. Actually, he's actually 2 shot. No, he's actually around Shanten or 2 Shanten.
Is
And
he? Yep, Ron Shanton.
but his that's rough. You know, he actually had a to look there, but
I mean,
generally
even
this
just
hand's gonna.
besides the Itsu, just at least shaping up a bit more.
But he actually has a very good chance of
It's pretty
getting to
decent.
Tenpai while dodging everyone else.
Yeah,
It
none of
just
the other Tenpais look good. Oh,
and
oh
that's the
wait,
first
no,
time
that's
he's gonna
keeping.
dodge. Yep, and
So
if he
that means 4's dead, so 1-7 peen. Oh, I mean, you
and is he
gotta
gonna reach
take.
Shi? I think he's going to reach Shi
Is
on.
that hope the north comes out, or maybe you hit the 4 peen? Ops
No,
to
you hit the 4
Dama.
pin. Yeah, you definitely hit the 4 pin because the threes are just as bad as the north. Wait, because there's already 3 out. Oh, and
Oh,
bonus
and then the
starts.
3
Unlucky.
comes. Unfortunate, but only 2k points could be worse. But when you gotta catch up as Bishan, not the best
I was
situation.
seeing a world where he actually drops all the 4-2s just because of how bad the shape looks around that area. But
Yeah.
since he's dealer, he didn't want to drop his senpai, and the 3 mon didn't actually look that bad because
hmm
yeah. But it's just unfortunate that his dealer there. Any other turn he wouldn't mind dealing in, but
Yeah, I mean, I think
there
you.
he definitely.
I think there's definitely a play to be made to reach on the Champon North 4. Because here's the thing: if the North gets drawn by somebody, it's almost guaranteed to come out once cut, right? And who knows, maybe the 4 peen comes out and you put pressure on the board from the other players to either fold their hands or be like concerned for yours. Like who knows, maybe the reach
No,
there.
North was 2 cut.
North 2 cut?
Yes,
Okay, I
that's why I
completely
said you
missed the
didn't do
second.
it.
Yeah, excuse me
And
then.
that's why
I
I said
thought
his.
it was 1 cut. So yeah,
No.
they're definitely take the 3 and
Oh
probably
yeah,
not the
yeah,
best
yeah.
reach.
Bishan just said in our chat too. Yeah, North was 2 cut there.
Oops.
So. Oh, since he's responding, that means this is the last hand. Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Yeah, there
okay.
could be. These players are playing fast. It's 5 minutes, so could see another hand after this.
But yeah, that's very rough. But I'm surprised that yeah, no, he did the right thing. But the North is very rough. Yeah, you generally don't even take the Shampoo. I don't think you take the Shampoo reach even if it was 1 cut there.
And already
Just because of naturally of how the hand is going.
a Damatan. Oh no, it wasn't Damatanya. It's just
It's just
Damad
Dama.
for right now. I missed a
He's just
9.
looking. He's just looking to elect to upgrade his hand.
Oh yeah,
Just
looking
to
for a
a
Pinfu.
Dama, Pinfu, or Itsu.
Yeah, I mean even like a Tanyao if
Well,
is actually are there any Tanyao draws? Is that
yes.
8?
If he just
No,
draws
not
6,
8. Yes,
he draws
6. That's the other
6
one.
mon, and he just elects to go for Tanya there. But generally, he's just looking at Dama's hand because there's a value of
Oh, you
reaching.
Dama whatever you get. Yeah, you don't want to reach this. No
I
shot.
mean, all right. Good luck, Beechen. They're in contract. Ooh.
Ooh, could opt for the Champon. 2S.
How
Eat.
you? Oh yeah.
2S looks safe-ish. There's a lot around it.
Eat.
Double
Oh.
3s and double 4s. Oh, and another 1-3 Champon.
I'm surprised he takes the Champon because it's not very good.
I mean, I think just opting to play for points and put some pressure on the board. Try to steal 1k from Steve's hand too. I mean, if you're Aaron and you're gonna push us no matter what, you might as well just reach and do it, right? Scare the other 2 players.
Oh.
Oh, in the draw. We draw those. Story of tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that he reaches there, but I do understand that why he reaches. But yeah, good play overall.
Not the
But
worst. Yeah.
it's really usually these decisions are not very. It's not like wrong or bad, but it's up to a player's discretion of what
Mhm.
they want to risk versus what they're trying to gain. If they're playing for like more points in the league, sometimes reaching is better, but a more conservative player generally would just Dama there for about just Dama there because it's not worth the risk of dealing in. If the dealer
Yeah.
did like for example, if the dealer chased and he potted him, that was not very good. It's not very good because you just get completely swung for 12,000 most likely, or like even if it's not 12,000, it's like 70. It's like 77 or 58. So it's not very good. But
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more, if anything, it's just a pressure play you're hoping. But I mean, in cases like that, it doesn't work out. But not a whole lot lost, just the Ricci stick. So
yeah, I don't want to be
might
one of
as well
those
try it.
occult believers, but according to like how the flow was going, it was going that if you reach it, you just get chased, and it sounds very. I usually don't say this, but just because of how like the pace of the game was going, it really didn't seem like anyone was ever going to respect anyone's Ricci this
Hey,
game.
hypothetically, you know, the strongest skill that you can have in Ricci Mahjong is the ability to read the wall. If you can test stuff with that, then
I mean, if you were Saki, you can read the dead wall,
that's what I'm saying.
and you just set up for your con every single time.
Always a
I
chance.
wish I was that good.
Somebody one day will get that way or get lucky enough to where they can fake it that they are that way.
So, how long is it going to take?
So it looks like we only got about a minute left. I believe they're set to start playing. Yep, in just 1 minute here. They've already started the fourth Hanchan, and I believe that is the last game we have for tonight. I'm gonna double check that. Yep, looks like these are the last games for today.
Cool. Since we have the time, you want to introduce yourself a bit more, or
We can definitely. I mean,
since
I'm
we
one
have
of the.
time?
Yeah, I'm one of the. I know you're part of the PML. I'm one of the fresh up and comers. Leader right now and creator of the Northern Virginia Mahjong Club. Trying to do a lot of work and push the scene there. Going pretty decently. It's a region with a lot of strong players, or at least a lot of notable players that many other people know, that just hasn't quite got a scene for some reason. And I was looking to change that. We're building slowly but steadily. It's going
All
pretty
right,
well.
Northern Virginia players, contact
Oh, don't
Harrison
worry, don't
here.
worry. I'm getting them in Armel too. You'll be seeing more. I joined this season. I got two more of the people who I met through creating the Northern Virginia Club, who I believe are going to be signed up for next season. We got regulars like Dustin in here, who I believe is A2. Not technically Northern VA, but comes to Northern VA a lot. So we got some killers, and we're looking to make more. So,
Cool.
you know, go through the grapevine. People know me. Kind of a big name. What can I say?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Guess I'll talk about myself for a bit. For those who don't know me, it's my first time casting, but I'm Stanley. I'm Flowing Cloud or online if you know me by that. I am part of PML, and if yeah, give me some credit.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess we are starting.
and the
But
gong starts. Yep, I was gonna say we were waiting for the 38.
hmm.
And it looks like it was looking to cut you out just a bit early, but PML, another big club. One day, mark my words, Nova is going to catch up. But first, let's see about the game in front of us. A lot of people with very slow hands from the looks of it.
This is finally going to be our. I don't know.
Oh,
Ooh,
wait, Nat, a
Aaron's
bad draw for Bishan and
Aaron's hand
Aaron.
is looking very spicy. He has actually all upgrade paths.
He has upgrade
Oh,
path, but not a very fast hand. It's gonna take
he
some
actually
grit and time.
he actually has a very good chance to go
Boom.
Honitsu Chi Toy here. Oh, but he doesn't decide to do that, and he just decides to call, which I do understand.
Chitoy is so small there with only 3 pairs. I don't think that's enough to go for, especially when you can call for double Yakai who need to.
Well, that's true, but I just think the logic behind it is that you're calling the tune, but you have the same Shanten overall after that call, which is really like the same thing. So you can elect not to call, but electing to call is honestly it's roughly just what style you prefer to play.
I mean, I
So
think
who likes to
the
cook their hand a bit more.
I think the
generally
Uke
with
Ure
call.
though has better chances if you just opt to open up. And
Yes,
take
if
the
you opt to open
points.
up, your value is generally much smaller, but I don't think that's how it's going to turn out this hand.
Oh, this could be a
Because he
triple
does
Yakai who
guarantee
needs.
Yeah, he has guaranteed his Mongon with that 8th draw.
Okay, here's the thing. You're Aaron in this situation. You are pretty up for the day, I believe. Aaron is pretty up. You
I think you keep
draw
pushing.
a 2S, a 3S, a 4S, or a 5S. Are you going for the Toy too, for the Hanemon?
No,
You don't think so?
no. You're well. You can think like that, but you can also think of it as like the starting standpoint. Ooh.
Okay, yeah,
I mean, yeah, you
isn't
definitely
it?
seem like creative, but you're basically resetting at 3,000 points again. So you do want to just get your initial like lead, because even though
Yeah, that's
Uma
fair.
is not very big in ARML, you still have to play for Uma and placement, which is
Still nice, yeah.
most important of like the most core concept of Mahjong. Oh, and he's gonna discard the Haku here to get him Tenpai,
Yep, and
and then
probably
he's gonna
another
discard the
2S
one here
drop.
probably. Yep, for the 3/6.
Oh, not opting to work in the third
Well,
chance. I mean, I guess
it's
it's not more points, because 4
it's
Han
no
is a
points, and
Magon
East is already
anyway.
one cut, I believe.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, uses 1 cut. So that's fair.
East is one cut, but one is 0 cut, but it
1
doesn't
was 0
very
cut, so
matter.
it's 3 verse from what Aaron sees. What is that? 5, I believe, right?
He has 5
Remember?
left, I believe.
Yeah, 5 from his perspective, 3 in reality. So I also don't think those 3s are coming out of the other players' hands. Oh, see, should
That's a bit
have
rough,
Sean
but
Fun. It'd be like that though.
ooh.
Yeah, you never drop any of this.
What's
Never.
funny is it
Ever.
doesn't even look like he has Honitsu hand. Because
Yeah.
just the nature of his double Yakuhai call, it just looks like he has double Yakuhai. But I think most people can figure it out because he dropped it early Dora, that he probably has Honitsu, but most of them aren't going to push into it just because
Yeah, I think we've
they
seen a
don't
lot of
actually, no one will
drops.
actually naturally drop into it unless actually no one will ever need to cut anything Sozu related.
No, yeah, I never see it. Is that?
Oh.
Okay, that's Ishan.
You definitely don't take Tenpai. Don't take Richi. But, and he sumo's here.
Yep, in the sumo. So a good non-Rigi, save the points.
Oh, good thing you're. Oh, I just noticed that you had the English on.
I do have the English for the viewers in the web client.
Yeah.
Just to help out, because not everybody knows Japanese super well.
I haven't noticed until the 4th game that we were actually on the English client the entire time.
I mean, it helps with like Romaji too. Like I think the Romaji is the perfect intermediate point, because verbally it allows players to understand.
No, I definitely think it's
things.
fine to have it.
Yeah.
It's just I can't play with it because I actually don't it doesn't translate instantly in my mind.
Yeah.
Because I can read it, so yeah.
So we got an early Yakuhai call, probably going for Honitsu from Steve, I'd imagine, with those drops and that sort of hand. Not a lot going on with Aaron, although, is that Ryan Shanten? I believe there is a slight Ryan Shanten chance. Not a great Ryan Shan, but a possible one.
It would be pretty good for Zel if he just actually draws the Naimon here. Just because he actually upgrades a little tiny bit. Like a little slight upgrade.
Oh, and the 2 for the immediate dealing. I mean, no points though. Oh, I was thinking that we were skipping that for a second. I was like, huh? But yeah, Just take the quick
I
hand.
don't think you would ever skip it because skipping it means that you're looking to upgrade further, or you're trying to meet a certain condition, which you really don't need at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to currently see Bichen, who's took a 4-1-4 so far today, and he's trying to come back with another 1 to make 4-1-4-1. But his hand is looking very... What the... I was going to say not that good until he actually has a pretty not bad looking hand.
It could shape up really, really quickly. That's one of the tiles that can do it too. And I mean,
So now he's Grand Shanten. I mean, he technically is Shanten, but he's most likely going to
could opt for a
to
slower
drop-
one, drops house.
Oh,
Oh,
so here
with
he's probably
that.
going to drop that. Yep.
Ooh. Really? You think
Oh.
6 for the... Or I guess it's a
Well-
3-sided too possibility, so it's not too
He's
much
going for the
worse.
3-sided Ishanten. But there is a world where you... Yep.
Oh! That'll do it.
And you reach it.
Drop the 3-6, try to kill it. You're the,
リーチ
yeah, you're the dealer. Put some pressure on the board. Got a terminal weight in there
very
too.
good 1-4 plus it. Probably this is probably ooh.
8 coming out.
Aaron
Not too
Aaron
much
is actually
running.
looking to push with his hand, but
Think
this
so.
is actually really
Drop
rough for him to
2, 2,
push
4, 1,
because
2,
he
3.
actually has no pair.
Yeah,
all.
but that could get solved. There's still a little bit of shaping up that needs to happen, so you never know if you'll
Oh,
see
he's
it out or
dealing him.
not. Yeah,
ドン
Yeah.
happens. As long as the
Richie.
8S doesn't come out, yeah, fine.
Rishi.
2K. Don't want to see it too much, but, you know,
Oh,
could be
that's
worse.
a good first draw.
7 will help it.
Oh wait, is this our Kokushi?
Wait, huh? Oh,
Okay, no,
wow.
he doesn't know what to do.
How many was that? That was
He-
3.
he-
That was only 8. It's a lot of pairs, so.
There's actually a world where he also went Chitoi, Kokushin to Chitoi. It's just he had three,
Possible.
he's starting with 3 pairs here, but he might just be
Relatively
forcing a
safe.
Honitsu.
Could force a Honitsu,
Or
could
he-
choose
or he
to
just
take, could
might
take
be
double
just playing
Yakuhai
natural.
and shape up, yeah.
Yeah, he's just probably shaping up first before he decides to do anything. Beechin's now
A lot of options
Ishan
with the hands. Oh, wait, Greener Dora. Yeah, I think you take that double Yakuhai and just play naturally.
Well, he does have
Ooh.
2 Dora. The other 2 Dora are both in the wall right now, so we'll
Yeah,
see what it looks
exactly.
like.
And I mean, you have the West, which you're assuming are going to get thrown out. Doesn't look like it'll be the case with Bishen's hand, but if you're at Steve's perspective, I think you definitely just play for one of those
Ooh.
Yakuhai.
That's rough. He cuts the 2-1 penchon, and he just draws the 3. Classic Mahjong.
Happens.
It
Happens.
happens to me every single time.
Name of the game.
Oh. Does he elect to go Chitoi here? Does Aaron elect to go Chitoi here? Oh,
Drops the
he's
4.
electing to go Chitoi.
I don't think that's a hard elect, but it is a pretty decent elect. Oh, could see some toy nonsense too. Looks like 1 more 1.
I think he's
8, not
playing
2.
roughly to see how it goes for now, but
No, yeah,
While
you're
we've
definitely
been
not committed
ignoring-
one way or the other.
while we've been talking, we've kind of ignored Simon, who has a very good
I'm just gonna go for a really nice
non-Shantan look,
Kifu.
but
Yeah,
oh, the door is coming out.
could be. Could opt to
Maybe.
fold.
Actually, I don't think he's gonna draw it. Oh,
No,
he might,
yeah.
actually. Oh, never mind.
But good enough. Steve is not ready yet, so that's about the best thing you can hope for when dropping the Dora such as that.
Oh, what the?
Opts to take the
Yeet.
5, looking for 4-7, and the reach
Peachy.
comes out, looking for
For
a
the
1-4. Ooh, 4s are tied up, it looks like, or 1-4 untied up, but 3 1s. Yeah.
Oh, and it's the Richie Potsumo.
Riichi Pot Sumo, all of a sudden a nothing hand could look mean. Misses the Ura, but still not too bad. Clean 53 from that. Can't get too much better. And while we were switching perspectives, it looks like a snap Yakuhai call from Bishen. Oh, with double Dora, absolutely. Look at that. Yeah, you definitely take that Yakuhai there. You're never letting that pass up first drop. Even with your hand that far away, you gotta just secure it.
It's also because other players don't know, and it speeds up the
Exactly.
game naturally.
Home.
by doing it, so it lowers the value of anyone else building a good hand.
Oh yeah, like you 100% of the time take that, especially as dealer too. You just want to secure that as quick as possible. And already in Tempai on the 5, not looking like it's gonna come out, so looking for 2 on the wall, but definite upgrades. 3 peen, 7 peen. I think those are the only
He
two.
also has an upgrade to draw 2 mon to go for 1/4.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, but
And he
with 2
definitely will
1
call
peens
it.
cut.
If someone does drop it for some weird reason, Bishan actually has a chance of dropping it, but that's probably
Yeah.
very down later in his hand path. But once he calls it, most people will probably just close up shop just because of how bad their hand
No,
is
how
looking.
scary it is. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, so
Or
if you're Simon, the question is if you draw, which he can't, but if you draw 4 peen, do you drop the 6 peen then?
no,
You don't think so? You just Sumagiria 4 peen?
because your weight is generally dead, and you're relying on sumo, and your weight is
Yeah,
not actually any better than the 5-pin weight
a 1
because
4,
two
yeah.
1-pins are already cut, and there's only 4.
And
That
there's
means
only the
technically you have
last 4
one
peen,
you're on the
yeah.
last 4-pin. So I guess
That's a good
you can
point.
wait on the 2 mon, but waiting on Dora is the most unreliable thing you can probably do.
Yeah, but it's 1 4
In the
2. It's not too
situation.
bad. Oh, that 5 could do it.
It's probably coming
Home.
out.
Oh, the instinct was not there. It did not sense the immediate danger. Could be worse though. 5,800, not feeling too good, but could have been feeling a lot worse. And looking like a lot of rinse and repeat, as could see another snap Yakuhai called whenever another player drops the Haku.
Yeah, and no one. They also didn't know that there is the double pair of
No, yeah, you're not
Dora in the
expecting
hand.
it.
That's, I mean, because just generally how the game's been played too, it looked pretty cheap, honestly, just of how he was discarding. Like here
No,
again,
especially with them
like
playing
he's part of
dealer
the Haku,
too.
and once again, most people are gonna, most of the players here probably just like don't know what value of this is, and yeah, I mean, some players you can generally sometimes tell if it's like good or bad, but just because you know their habits. But if you don't know their habits, then it generally is kind of harder sometimes to tell. But ooh, that's a very good 2-pin drop. I mean 2-pin draw.
That's a pretty nutty draw. That's definitely the one you want to see.
He's actually has a good chance to get 1, 2, 3 sunshine. Oh, I mean that's a joke. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3 sunshine. It's not happening anymore. Or actually, he's still looking. He still is looking for the 1, 2, 3.
The only way I think you
Wow.
take that is if it's concealed, which, oh my goodness. I was gonna say with the double Dora pair.
Yeah, so
Oh, off's the
he
hard.
is looking for the luck. So that is a very good luck. And dropping the 1 mon does not actually look that suspicious because it just looks like you're trying to progress your hand by cutting value. Especially like since he's not down that many points. So if you're 4th place and you're doing it, it looked pretty suspicious. But is he Tempai off this? No.
Is
Ishanten.
No, yeah, close.
A very wide Ishan. A double 3-sided Ishanten actually.
Is that double 3-sided? The 2 3
Yes.
4. Yeah, you're right. With some change. Ooh, 5 coming out.
Ooh.
I think the only problem with Bishen's hand is if 6 or 9 comes out, then you call and then drop a Dora, so it's net even, but you
I don't think he's
disable the
ever going to
chance of
call.
reach. Think just try and
I mean,
draw up and ditch Sanchoke if it doesn't come.
if he I mean, he might call now, but if it came out, for example, 2 turns earlier, there's a good chance he just passes it up because it's not very there's too much value that's lost when you call. But obviously, he's going to call now just because we're
No, with this late
in
into the game, absolutely. And a 3
But there's actually a
mon
chance that he
Tempai.
doesn't cut it because Simon does look like he has a Honitsu, but I think people might have snuffed it out when he discarded the 9-8.
Yeah,
But
it seems a bit odd.
but they're still really valid for a Honitsu look, and there's a good chance that no one ever actually drops 6-9 just because Bichan's looking he has like something related to that at least. I don't think they probably understand it's not a Honitsu, but I mean,
Yeah, but you never know.
Bichan has a very good like if he actually popped off with his hand, he had like Honitsu, he had like Sanshoku Chanta, Dora.
Oh yeah, very
Ooh,
very gross. It's not a deal in Snoyaku.
these light ups. Why is it highlighted?
Home.
Because it's technical
Nah,
tenpai,
I mean
but
I'm just joking.
but
I'm joking. I know why
yeah,
it's highlighted.
yeah, yeah. What's that 7 deal in?
Yeah, you definitely because this last
Oh,
house won't bail
that's
off.
ready on the Pinku.
And
Yeah, that's 3-sided.
that's whole Pinfu.
Oh, the
And
whole
Bichan
tape for
did
the
a
extra
very good job
1K.
of dodging that, despite it being only Pinfu only.
I mean, they couldn't get any read, and they weren't going to go into Tenpai, so it could have been a lot worse. Or, I mean, it couldn't. There was no point in not just playing the safest tile on the board at that time.
Yeah, of course, but
Ooh,
this hand
rip
is
the
looking
dice on
very.
again. It's over. Oh, that happened. I went down and played.
That's not happening, unfortunately.
I went down and played a VTech tournament, and this exact thing happened to me. I got Tenpai with Daisongen, and somebody had paired up the last dragon I needed from the very start of the game.
Yeah,
So
the Hawk is never coming out.
no shot with dealer 2. There's zero chance that leaves their hand, but could
Um,
potentially get a Shosongen, could get a Honitsu. Lots of different options and flexibility to play that hand.
by cutting
Home.
the 2, I think Simon actually might not elect to go for the Daisongen here.
I mean, here's the thing. You gotta the white you're thinking, but the red. Ooh, good. And I mean, none are cut. There's only one red seen. That's decent chance as the wall develops.
The Haku might come out.
Could play the show. I can't imagine the Haku comes.
If
or
someone reaches and he decides to bail them,
oh, the
then
north
maybe.
comes. The north comes before the Haku every time. And I think by
Well,
the time the
yeah, if he
Norza
runs
drops,
out
I
of
don't
tiles,
think the Haku comes. With none
but
checked, too. It looks so scary.
I did bail. I did deal into a POW Daisongen last season.
This is
Oops.
interesting. Immediate 8 cut from Steve. Oh, not what you
Oh.
want to see. I'm really
Unfortunate.
interested in the Chun keep here.
I'm not that surprised. It's
Gee.
just a safe tile for now. And it just goes that now.
Opts to take the easy going, but now
so
committed on the
now
Haku,
his-
so the hand is effectively locked, which is the problem
リーチ
with this play.
So now he's gonna discard the double north here.
Oh, every time.
Oh,
Actually,
no, I
could
mean,
see
the
the
eight-
8.
the eight
Yeah,
first,
the
eight
8's,
first.
8's pretty safe.
But the north is gonna come out eventually. The north are gonna
Gee.
come out eventually, and maybe the Hakus.
スモ
Oh no, it's not. never
Dime's
mind.
not there.
Sumo.
Ebot's dead, but
Oh, I mean, yeah, no pots, but
not too bad. Still get the almost Mangan.
there's this absurd amount of sumos that like just come out this game.
It
We
is
have not
really
gone to-
the game of sumo.
Have we gone
Most
to a single Ryukoku? Like, I mean, we just did, but like, only been to,
extensive. No, there's only been the
one or
one
two?
Ryukoku. There's been another game that got within third row, I think, and then
because
that's
the last
been
time
pretty
we
much
watched
it.
was not Ryukoku because it was Holte.
Yeah, but I mean, it's right there though. You know, I think there's only been like 2 or 3 repeats all 4 of these games too. Like
I'm
these have
surprised there
been
hasn't been
really fast.
more Ryukokus. Yeah, just
I mean,
doesn't matter.
everybody is drawing. If you looked at the stats for these games, the
Oh,
amount
wow.
of people who have drawn sumo their tile is like every other Ricci or better, and it's
Aaron's
within
has-
1 or 2 turns. It's crazy.
Aronson is looking very spicy right now because
Ooh, double
He's
Dora, some
looking-
pairs, bit of Tanyo.
Zell's looking to pair up his Itsu right now. It's gonna be very he call? I don't think he would call.
Prestige.
because of the point,
Yeah, you definitely want to play for a bit more. Simon's already opened up too, so you might as well play it a little bit slower. Try and stretch
Gee.
out some points with it. That's going to be temp buy for Simon. Probably
The four-
opting for the 1-4. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just generally because you don't ever go to you don't go to 4 there because if you try the 5 upgrade, you go 4-2 and looks very suspicious because usually you go
Yeah.
2-4.
Fair.
So
Punk.
this is generally the better. Oh, and
Well, I
triple-
was thinking. Oh,
that's
yeah.
a Dora pawn. Alright,
Ooh.
now it's time to see who's closing up shop here.
Yep, now it's time to see who is the brave and the bold and who is going into their shell.
Well, Zell's probably gonna go 2-pin first,
Gee.
and he's probably just gonna give up the Itsu now because he just
Punk.
needs to reach
Punk.
Yi.
Pawn on the 3-5.
Oh,
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 Champagne City, but double 6 looking rough.
the 6s are dead, but the 6-so is still the 6-1 is dead, but the 6-so is still alive.
Yep, 2 to be
Oh.
seen. Ooh, that's
I
7.
believe He's gonna cut the.
It's got to be the
5
1
pin.
mon, right? Yeah.
Oh, actually, I thought
It's
he was
safe
gonna cut the
versus the
5 pin
scary.
there.
Nah, it's safe versus the dealer with the pawn of Dora, so I think you prioritize that, and if it deals into Simon, then it deals into Simon. You already see all the Dora, so it's not like Simon's hand has a lot of value. You know, it's
I wonder if
probably
Chen
not what
will
it needs.
cut one of them. Oh, okay, yeah, he
I'm
doesn't.
gonna
Wow.
kill the white.
He doesn't even cut the south.
Yeah, kill the pair, wait on the Yanmen, and it comes out like
Oh.
this, so you get the points. Can't hate
That's
that
a
on the
double
double
south.
Yakuhai, yeah. Much
Very
worse
good win.
fates.
Oh,
so-
Beach is now first place.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
Second place.
But I mean, even
a
that
very good-
jump when you still have dealer and you're taking it away from first is exactly what you want.
But the direct is very nice. As he had a 4,000 point swing here, so
Mhm.
and he's now on South 3 as dealer. And if he wins a big hand here, I think he's effectively closed out the game.
Oh yeah, that could really easily do it, especially with Simon and Aaron being so close to each other. They're just kind of gonna stay away from each other or try to go against each other instead of worrying about getting all the way up to Bishan.
That 8 is very good. And he doesn't keep his 1-2-3 Sancho good look anymore. And he decides
Yeah,
to
you
just
don't
throw
need
it
it.
away.
You're the dealer. Just
But honestly, he is oh,
that is an interesting draw. Could see a Chanta actually.
yeah, he actually does have a Chanta luck, so that's why I said this is looking very spicy.
Could, yeah, get something more. A little clunky still, but you never know. And
But the only
could
bad
see,
thing about his Chanta is that it's already 3 cut 9 pins, so
yeah,
it's,
you never know
looking
though.
very
There's one
alive.
more. Could also just
But
play it as the Ranmen reach.
I think he's, or I thought it was just gonna be a Penchon reach. If he draws one of the 3s. Especially if he draws
Oh,
the 3,
yeah,
now,
if he
he's
draws the
definitely gonna
3, yeah,
reach,
that's a
'cause he
good
has
point.
the sushi trap already set up.
Yeah, yeah, you're right about that.
And it's too good to not reach there.
Yeah,
And it's too good
especially
not
when
to
you're the
reach.
dealer and you're trying to
Yeah.
push points. Ooh, what's the cut here? You think opts to cut the 5-6, which is a very interesting move.
I'm actually surprised he doesn't cut the 7-8 since he's 3-10.
That is a great point that I completely missed. Yeah, I think every single time. I mean, I think you're scared of the dealer right now because you're not seeing a lot of Mon coming out.
Oh,
But
oh wow.
yeah, I think you got to do that. I think you ditch the 2s. I think trying to play the 2s or going to like some Honitsu nonsense is a bit too far this late into the round.
I think he's just given up. Like
It
like,
could be
that's
that
the only
too.
way I see this ever happening is he's given
Oh.
up because yep, he's gonna reach you there.
リーチ
And his weight is
6-9.
1-9 pin. 1-9
Hey.
pin left in the wall.
Hey, if someone draws that 9, it's coming out. That's the benefit to this play.
Really? I don't think so.
Really? You don't think so?
No.
No, that 5 stays in. Could see encounter reach.
I doubt it actually. It's
It's
just Dama
pretty
here.
bad. Yeah, Damatanya.
It's because it's just
No,
too
against
good to
another
let
with no
Dama.
points, yeah. You're right. That's an always Dama. It's not worth, and you don't want to do the Furry 10 reach when there's already another one on the board.
It was possible that you take the Fury 10, but just don't reach. That was
No,
valid,
yeah.
but you generally would just cut the 8 because you have the block of like fake
Actually,
7s in
yeah,
your
I
hand.
think you go to hit direct on this. Actually, I like this play more than the Dama Furry 10 because even if it's a bad hand, if you can hit
Ooh.
direct and get a little bit
No.
closer, but oh, double
Wow.
trapped. And this 6 comes out, ends up dealing into the dealer. Aaron
That's
pushed a little bit
another
down.
140.
Bishan pushed a little bit up.
I'm
Bishan
surprised he
takes the
pushed that.
lead too.
And that was actually the direct that he needed. The another 2,000, another 4,000 point swing again.
Yeah, but a
For
sumo could very easily put Bishan below Aaron.
I'm surprised Beachhead even. Oh wait, what the?
There's a
Huh? Zell
lot
actually
going on
has
this hand.
a
Steve's shaping up
Zell.
real quick.
Zell has
Yeah.
he had a chance to get Tythongan here actually.
Oh, no
Just
one's ever going that Daisongan. You pair up one of
well
those, you're
because
dropping the other.
because okay, got it.
No,
I
that's
mean,
too far. If you have another pair, or if you get a quick pair and none other you see, it's like maybe. But with both of them once cut, you look for a pair. If not, you just try to shape up your hand.
because I thought what he was going to do is he could have played for a Honitsu like while keeping the 3/4
Oh,
first.
that just
But
seems a
I
bit
guess
far.
The Dora is too good
That
for
too, yeah.
what it is, and his hand slows down too much if he does it, which he probably didn't want. But it's what is this?
Oh,
Is this a three from Chinitsu, or is he just gonna look for his Itsu and just call it a day? And I don't know
the
if you can get
Itsu's kind
Itsu.
of rough because there's the 4/5
I think he's looking to
Gee.
call here. Yep, and he's now committed, but now he's
auto
only
ops
2
for
away.
the Shinitsu Isu chance. Technically needs a 4 or 5 to cement it. Opting
Gee.
Now
to
he's
audible into the
technically
Honits.
Ishanten.
Ishanten on
Just
East
something.
or E6, I believe.
E6.
I think
So
it's
now he
just
is south
E6.
too.
Yeah, E6 south.
Yeah,
Gee.
but or just a very
East
good
is
upgrade in
ugly.
general.
South,
Home.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, if the last East is drawn, it's coming out. Most likely. Okay,
there.
but here's the thing. What Mons do you think 6/4 Mon equals you? Oh, wow, never mind. Just the
Oh.
Sumo.
Sumo.
Yeah.
You have to take those.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 6 Mon
That's
was actually.
very good. I
Yeah.
guess he was. There's a world, I guess, where you just don't take it and you just
Go
try
for
to
the
let it
Chinitsu. No, but you're so
Chinitsu.
close and you're going into last
But
dealer.
the win
It's
is
got to be worth
too
it.
good.
Yeah. You're so close now and you're dealer, so anybody trying to push faster than you, like you gotta.
I think the world where you don't do it is because you think where you take the sumo for 500 1,000 is not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're now on South 4, and even if you win this hand, you have to keep going. And so if you win 1,000, for example, if he swings for first place now, someone can just win another sumo and you're now like third or something like that. Where so you
Yeah.
just don't take the win because you want to keep, you don't want to be fourth, you don't want to be like currently at the state right now. So he's third place, but even if he wins the hand, he has to keep going. Where sometimes you don't want to be put in this situation where it's kind of rough to play around like your current points while like anyone can just force a hand in. And this hand, like the hand he just won here, like didn't even help him because he's still third place. Which
Yeah,
makes
but
it
now
really rough.
now you're a dealer, and I think you're kind of hoping to get a fast hand here, and if you do get one, maybe even get a reachy stick on the table. Everybody else is going to be trying to avoid dealing into you, so I feel like you get a little bit more leeway than normal for everybody else's decision making, which I feel like that edge is good enough. And I mean, if you pass it up for the Chinitsu, there is an argument for that, but you've locked out all the 6s. You're not really hoping for anything else better. You're not really going to get a better direct Honitsu tile than that, so I think you just got to take it. You
I'm not
know?
saying it's I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying there's a world where
That's fair.
he takes another decision.
I think if
I
you're
think it's
down more
perfectly
than you
fine
go
to take
for
the
it.
win as well.
Yeah.
Taking the win and securing third is honestly not the end of the world, considering it's just a league setting and you're not playing in a tournament for points. If you're playing in a tournament, you definitely pass it up
Oh
for
yeah.
more points. But it's just it really depends on see what kind of setting you're playing in. And ooh, Beachin doesn't take the 4, and is he trying to? Oh, I think he's playing really flex here, where if he draws, huh? What is he? I'm trying to figure out what this
That
is.
is.
And he's just playing naturally in what he draws.
Very
Reach.
interesting, but an early reach. Ryanben gonna come out from Aaron to try and secure first place.
Simon will probably be pushing this because there's no loss in not pushing it.
Wait,
But-
is Ricci Nomi
Pump.
direct guarantee first? If it doesn't hit Bishan? Is that enough foo?
Sorry,
So if Aaron hits
Beachin.
no, if Aaron hits Simon or Steve and it's Ricci Nomi without Ura, is that enough? That's not enough
No,
foo to
it's
get
not.
first, right?
It's only
just under.
1300.
Yeah.
1300. No, wait, it's enough to tie perfectly. It's 1300. No. If he wins, he wins because he's
Oh,
currently
because
down
of
the Ricci
seat
stick.
order, right?
No, he's currently
Oh,
down the
he's
Ricci
down the
stick.
reach. Yeah. That's fair.
I,
That makes
I
sense.
forgot about that, but he's down the Ricci
See.
stick, so he wins if he wins the hand.
Yeah, you're right.
He wins if he wins the hand, so he's securing first with this Ricci. And actually, Bichan's forced to push here.
Oh, and that A could come
or
out.
he might not push, and he just might
No,
elect to take
because
the
of the
second.
9. Yeah.
He might elect to take the second here and just take the. He's gambling on the fact that.
Ah, but you still have the
that's
9.
unlucky.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Oh, and
But
we
I mean,
also
I
forgot
guess
the
you
door.
try.
It was also the door too, so it's 26, not 13.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
I
It's a
yeah.
long night. These guys have been playing so fast, too. All the time. Just very, very quick hands.
Yeah, this is really weird because I thought the game would be much slower, but overall, good
sometimes
show
it
from
happens.
everyone.
Yeah, very interesting to see high level faster play. A lot of the time, again, these people at the top play a lot more slow, methodical gameplay. So it is interesting to see what it kind of looks like in the opposite sense, seeing them go very fast, be okay with smaller hands, and just push for any points they can get over and over and over.
Pretty surprised that the game went this fast, but I guess considering how the first and second game turned out, then V-Chen said that they went fast because Steve has to go to bed.
Oh.
I assume he's living in the East Coast.
Yeah, it could be.
it's 12
It's
a.m.
getting
right
late here. It's midnight,
It's getting
so
pretty late, huh?
can't blame.
Over there
But
in the
it's the weekend, so you know, it's got some
Yeah.
time. It's not like it's a work night.
Of
Could
course,
be a
they're
little
the
bit
same.
worse.
They're obviously just saying that as a joke, but yeah, the calls are very hot. The calls were just there's a lot of calls this game, and it's pretty surprising that the game just went this quick. Are these stats updated? The ones that we're seeing right
I believe they should be. Yeah, they should be
Well,
all
it's
updated.
funny
They're all
'cause-
showing us playing 8 games, so
now? Even with all the calls today, Beachin is still the second lowest in the league in call rates.
yeah.
I mean, just he has one of the he has one of like lowest participation rates, but that's just how he plays the game, which is not surprising. But
I mean, if you always play safe, you're not dealing into people as much, right?
yeah, I mean, he had a decent amount of reaches today, and yeah, that whole how long did we finish? This today's stream took only
2 hours,
hours,
10 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah, 2
10 or
hours,
15 minutes.
10 or 15 minutes. So very
four
quick
games.
for Hanchan.
Assuming if they didn't take any breaks, this would have been.
I mean, they took like a 1
5-minute
5-minute
break or
break, so it would be basically just under 2 hours, or just over 2 hours by like 5 or 10.
Their fastest game was 20 minutes.
I believe it. There weren't a lot of repeats
Yeah.
going around. There was a lot of Dama very quick hands.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
the third game that we watched today was, or commented on today, was a 20-minute, 20-second hand. That's faster than my Marcel games.
Hmm.
I don't know how these games went super quick. Like, it's like these people were playing on like the Blitz chess timer.
Hmm. Absolutely.
It's- yeah, the games went very quickly, but overall,
Good showing
there were
still. A lot of very interesting situations and very dynamic hands and a lot of different styles with those hands too. Got to see a lot of people trying to flexibly fold a couple tiles while still being in it. A lot of people push, a lot of people fully back out and build their hands, kind of allowing that option. Very good showing, at least in my
yeah, I
opinion.
think I think they played well, but there were a few uncharacteristic play
There were
sets,
some very interesting things, but again,
uncharacteristic plays,
when you're
but
playing that back to back and like over the series, you have
either
so
they
many
were just going back to back or
things.
they just somehow
And the
missed it
timer
because
could have,
they're
yeah,
playing fast
could have had a little bit of
or
tunnel
tunnel vision.
vision. Timer could
Yeah.
have been a little bit lower than what it let on from the spectator. There's any number of things. But
Yeah,
anyway,
and
oh, continue.
yep. No, that's, I have nothing to say.
I was gonna say I think that will do us for tonight because again, we're really the only games going on this fine Saturday. Wanted to thank everybody for watching and shout out all the socials again. Again, Twitter at American Ricci. We got a website, AmericanRicci.org. We got a tiny URL for our YouTube, which is ArmorLoopYT. Also, don't forget to sign up for next season's Armel if you're interested at all. I know some people from the Nova Club, again, are already signed up. And while it is a couple months till you start playing in the league, the next one starts in January. Anytime you sign up and get in, you are then able to be a substitute. So if anybody has to miss a game for any reason or any substitute is needed, then they pull from the players from next season. So you can always get an early game or two, kind of dip your feet in the water that way.
Yeah,
And Stanley, did you want to shout out anything?
sure. Yeah, I guess thanks for watching today. If you do want to follow me, I am on Twitter at Flowing Cloud and one. Just I can type it in the chat as well. And we are going to, and PML does have their monthly tournament tomorrow. If you do want to catch that, we do stream. We do have a streaming table, and it's at Pacific ML or Pacific ML on Twitch. I will be playing tomorrow, so if you do want to watch, catch me there. We do play. It is
Whoa.
a Akanashi rule set. It's actually one of the most unique rule sets we play because it's just really weird. Because, I like to say because it doesn't follow much modern rule sets. So it's Akanashi with 3 sets and 25k start with, um, I believe it's 1025 Uma, which is like the rarest Uma
It is
I've seen in
very,
Nate.
very different.
It's,
Yeah.
it's 1025 Uma, so you're not super punished for not getting first, but you do get rewarded for you get a lot more reward than getting first, unlike WRC rule set where you play 515.
Yeah, if you're looking to see
So
Stanley put their money where their mouth is, all the
yeah,
stuff talked
I'm
over
trying to get
today,
my
then gotta
I'm trying
catch
to
in tomorrow while Arm will be offline.
I'm
Catch
trying
some
to
more
get my
Mahjong
third monthly
action.
win of this year.
Oh, okay. Try to get that solid quarter win percent. Not too bad.
Yeah, so that is that, and yep. Uh, follow me on Twitter. I am currently writing a mahjong book, and it's gonna take several months. But if you do follow my Twitter for more updates, if you do want to like read more mahjong materials or more like lessons, I am trying to set up more like information, and I've been trying to sub some like mahjong videos, but I am trying to get permission from the creators first. Like I don't want to post anything that those creators don't want to be posted in English. So I'm currently contact them through like Twitter and like other email, but like a good amount of them just take time to respond just because they do they take very long to respond because they have their own like lives.
Yeah, especially with all the official channels, you'll get into some problems like that. But we'll definitely be looking out for that book whenever it does come out. And I've been Sweezo, as always. Forget my Twitter. I don't do anything Mahjong related on that yet, but follow the Nova MC or Nova Mahjong Club on pretty much all the socials besides Facebook and Snapchat, because no one cares about Snapchat, which I swear we're going to start posting stuff there for the club. Hopefully get some funny stuff in. Otherwise, want to thank everybody again for tuning into Armel, and we will see you next time. Hope everybody has a great night.
All right. Thank you for watching.
Bye now.